welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So I'm here with Pastor today, as most of the days. Yes, and we have a long list of things that we have to chop up. So we have transfers, Reggae Boyz, that is. We have to talk about those and look at them and how impactful it's going to be with the 23 as well, because you know that one sometimes when it's transfers, you tend to have problems. All right, yes. So we want to make sure we touch on that. We have Shon Bernard, Hector, Antonio, talk about that. Then we have Champions League, we have League One playoffs, so we have some Jamaicans in that as well. We have to talk about that as well. Upcoming games: Real Madrid versus Bayern, Petersburg versus Oxford, second leg as well. We have some Jamaicans in that as well, and then we have the informed 23 players to pick. So we're gonna put that to the side part. We're going to put that to the side part so we can have a sense, a CN discussion, all right? Because once we start with that 23, that's when the fight starts. So we start with the normal listing first. All right, so let me give the people some big up inside the chat. All right, I have the computer here, so it's easy for me to get as much information. Let me restart this so I can get the comments, so I don't have to focus on the screen. So we have Donovan Joseph in the building. Massive respect, Donovan Joseph. Thanks for being here. Said I'm late. I am not late at all. I think I'm 20 minutes early. We are 20 minutes early. It's normally 1:30. We start here. All right. Yes. Then we have Lansley. He's already on the screen, so we don't have to read out his. Then we have Ernest Murray. Massive respect, Ernest Murray. Then we have Alex Reed. Good morning. Morning to Alex Reed as well. It's been billion years. We don't see us, so I don't know what happened in this world that we saw Alex in the building. All right. Hopefully he's okay with his family. Ravens Medical, bless up. Then we have Donovan says subscribe and share. Yeah, man, people always be doing that. We have to respect them as well, because over the last 20 days we get like our own close to 700 subscribers or something like that, some crazy amount of subscribers. So thanks for that continuous support right there. Lamar Williams in the building as well. So let me start with the transfers. So we're gonna start with Michail Antonio, because we started with him yesterday. So Michail Antonio, he's in the news a lot. All right. So it has rumored at this point that Lopetegui will be the one taking over West Ham. All right. Yes. So Lopetegui, his normal system. Let me just give you what he does. All right. He coached Wolves, Sevilla, Real Madrid, Spain, FC Porto. So he's a highly ranked name, and that kind of told us exactly what West Ham trying to do. Because yesterday we talked about you saw like that is very good, Pastor. Exactly what we talked about yesterday. That's the mole that we're seeing here, because Lopetegui is much more of a coach to take your team to a next level than what West Ham had before. I think overall, he's a better manager as to bring out the best out of high-profile players than my boy there at West Ham currently. Still, to be honest, all right, yes. So he's the one favored to get the job. All right, so this already start to write things about Michail Antonio, because obviously they have to look into the strikers pool because their wingers are very good. Kudos and Bowen, they are two of the most high-profile players in the league. All right, so the only position they're going to focus on is Michail Antonio. If they are going to use him for next season, for next year, they're not going to give him. I don't think the maximum contract they would have tried to give him is 2 years. I don't see them giving him 5 years contract and those stuff. So it's going to be 2 years. All right, but they still have to put somebody beside him, because Lopetegui's systems that I'm going to be talking about now, they are high pressing systems, and they take a lot of energy out of you. So I would assume that they would have needed more backup in the striker pool. They do have wing plays backup a lot. All right. Yes. His preferred position is 4-2-3-1. That's what they have said here. So I played 4-3-3 a few times, but he could always revert back to the 4-2-3-1 system when he's using a team like for instance, West Ham that they are not the toughest team. All right, because I truly believe that when you use 4-3-3, is more unlikely when you have the better level of players, so you can retain the ball with one CDM rather than two rather than forced to use two CDMs. You get me? So I do believe that he's going to go with this 4-2-3-1 system. So for me, I still believe that he can do something under Lopetegui if Lopetegui should get the position. So before we go to Michail Antonio, I'm gonna mess up the people and then I'm gonna bring you in with Lopetegui and let me know what you say. You think Antonio could get some game time under Lopetegui, or I think they're gonna move away from him completely? All right. So we have Lamar says, bless up football, Guna, JD and Pastor. Then we have Phil B in the building said, bless up JD. Uh, I don't know Phil B, so I won't have that conversation as yet. All right. I don't think it's necessary at this point. Donovan Joseph said that's great move, but will they spend? That's what we want to get into. And then Dark Beskar says, good morning, JD. Good morning to all of you guys popping up. All right. Then we have Omar Fowling, Jack Jaro TMC in the building. All right, the man them wake up early, so it looks like the earlier we go, and the earlier the people wake up. I don't know what's going on. All right, so Pastor Lopetegui, how impactful that's going to be on Antonio staying there. Like how you get a name of a manager.
Good morning to everybody in the chat and those who will rewatch. JD, you continue to breach the barriers. How
Mm-hmm.
instructive is it that actually we spoke about what West Ham, the reasons that could influence West Ham needing to change their coach, and this drops publicly that a coach with the pedigree or the CV of Lapateki be the one touted to get the job. I don't believe that this coach would come in and dispense with Michail Antonio. It may very well be that the the decision not to offer him a contract longer than 2 years, which would be based on age and the possibility of injury sustained. I I wouldn't fault any manager that don't want to go beyond that 2 years, but he might be thinking if there's a opportunity in a league that pays similar to what he's paid or more than what he's paid, then
Mm-hmm.
he might make that decision. But the system that Lapateki basically plays, based on what you have just outlined, would suit having a Michael Antonio. I've never seen him play a game when he's not injured that he runs out of steam. And sometimes he's maintaining the press, pretty much leading the press by himself. I mean, yeah. So he would be good for that coach. To bring in additional support, the coach would probably need to get two more forwards to supplement. And I'm not just talking when Michael Antonio gets injured. You don't want to run a player into the ground in the first half and then don't have anything to complete the season.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not going to jump and say Michael Antonio is moving, especially if it is that coach that is going to West Ham. I believe
All right.
he would fit very well in that coach's system.
All right, all right. So that is Lopetegui rumored to be the coach for West Ham coming next season. All right. Yes. So Moyes will not be there anymore. So that's why we are talking about Mr. Michail Antonio. So if you're rewatching the video, let me know what say you as it relates to what that coach does with the future of Michail Antonio and how that impact the Reggae Boys, because all those things we are trying to twine in. For me, before I go, let me just give all the persons them some big up. So we have English in the chat says big up JD and Pastor. Omar Foley says content crack. We like it. Football we say. Joanne says good morning. Big up yourself. Massive respect. Claudine in the building, Jamaican Guna in the building. Massive respect. And then we have Ravens Medical says Lopetegui likes physical, technical striker in his system. Michail Antonio has good hold up play and could be a good target man. Lopetegui will like the work rate of him. That's exactly what the pastor says right there as well. All right. JD, there's something wrong with Pastor Mike. For the first time, the sound is coming out just right. All right. Well, that is very good that he's doing something better. Maybe he works on it because you guys called him out on that. All right. So maybe you need to tell him that he needs to come out and do the
I
work on his
I
mic. One
I will
second.
I will I will keep the mic at this level since they are appreciating it. But I've always been reducing it to where it can make sense when they say the the thing though, JD, is that having spent time training my vocals for speech, the mic on the headsets is either it's close to your mouth or it falls right on your diaphragm. It picks up the sound the, pretty much at the
But
same with the same ease
But
for
Pastor,
me.
you explain that to them 50 times. So
Yeah.
I don't think you have to tell them today. They have to just get used to it or they have to fire the pastor. They are
Mhm.
the one requesting the pastor, so the pastor is here. All right, yes. Jason Ferran, big up yourself. Thanks the support early in the morning, big boss. Eagle Republic. Um big up JD. Are you live? I think it's saying live. Eagle Republic. Are you not seeing it live, Eagle Republic? Let me know because I've just shared on all of the platforms that I'm live. All right, yes. So, Michail Antonio, that's what we're talking about. We started the program talking about Michail Antonio. We will follow this story, let you know what's popping with Michail Antonio. So, let me move on now. No, before we move on from Michail Antonio, you think that this is going to impact his immediate future with the Reggae Boys, or you're saying nothing of that sort?
All right. It can positively at a higher percentage, but a lot of the players don't like to take up international duties when they're in a transfer negotiation.
Ooh, good point.
So, especially that it is when the season ends that this coach would come in. It's June. It's right in the summer. We're going to have World Cup qualifiers. We're going to have Copa. So transfer for any
What a
or
point,
all of
Pastor.
our players or all of our players can negatively impact the squad that Grim can field.
Very,
So
very
it
good point, Pastor.
it might negatively be, but certainly if they decide to show up, it will argue well for us, especially as we reach into September. It will argue well for
Yeah.
us. But at for the June window, we might be struggling to field. But we will deal with that in greater detail when you get to the best
Yeah,
23
when we get
in
to
the
the rest
summer.
of them. But very good point,
Yeah.
Pastor. Very, very good point right there. Very, very good point. So we have Eagle probably said I just woke up. Okay, well, no problem. Remember I'm in a different time zone. Then we have Drew Ross, aka Ricky Rose in the building. All right. And Marlon Nelson in the building as well. All right, Sherman in the building as well. Yeah, that's a tricky one. That's what and Donovan said. Yes, I agree as well. I think this thing can come back to haunt players if they don't get it sorted out in time because some players like to set their foundation before they go anywhere else. And no one can say that is a bad thing because we saw that happen over and over. From players over the years. All right. Yes. So the next players them that have situations with contracts. Dishon Bernard. They said several of the players in question have jetted off on holiday following their final match of the campaign which secured their safety in the championship, courtesy of a 2-0 victory at Sunderland. The club have time to continue discussion and inform players of their decisions. With the deadline for formally letting players know falling next weekend. So all of those players, as in included Bernard, that is, which is our player, he has until next weekend before he's going to know what he's going to do with Sheffield. All right, yes. So that sounds good because next weekend will still be more like the 17, 18, right? About that
Mhm.
ballpark. So it will still have enough time for him to get everything together to make it for the 6th. So that is good. But at this
Uh,
point, they are talking. Let me give you the status of further players is unknown. The club are believed to have option on Colum Patterson, Reece James, and what not the Reece James from Chelsea though, while Liam Palmer, Will, Dishon Bernard, Dominic, Marvin, George, and Cameron are all approaching the end of their contracts. All right, so it's up to them to re-sign as well. All right, so that's going to be a very much important one. But all of this will be sorted out by the end of next week. All right, so we will sit and watch to see what Deshaun Bernard will do. But definitely, based on how they talked about him, they believe that he had done enough to get a clear contract back with them if he wants to resign. Based on how I'm reading, you thought that he did enough to command that respect?
I believe his performance was above average throughout the season. So a club, yeah, I believe his performance was above average. I don't think it is so. It wouldn't reach spectacular or magnificent are those words. He had a
Yeah.
good season. I think he had a good season that would keep him in the conversation. He's a young player. He's growing in the position in his craft. I would agree that there is sufficient there for him to for the club to want to keep him. I think he did enough for them to want to keep him. And there's also enough there if he wants to negotiate an improvement on them keeping him. So I think he did enough for both those things to be true.
I want to go one better, and I think he had an excellent season. Based on how he started. He came in. I'm not really sure of his position. An injury occurred instant, and he got the nod. And he came in, played some solid game, had one bad game between the first five. And then after he came to Jamaica, did very well in Jamaica. And went back and did extremely well. I thought that it was very much important. He was very much important and crucial towards them going on to get the victory. So I think that he did his job to get it, and he fully deserves it. I think he did a little bit
All
better
right.
than what you give him. No, it's fair what you gave him, but I thought that he did a little bit better. Maybe I was seeing it a little different.
All right. It's not that you saw it a little bit different. It's just that because of that, I literally took away 25% or more for the start of the season. He was not he was unsure in his play, then the injury. So I literally took away 25 to 30%
Okay, fair
of
enough, fair
that. So
enough.
that's why. And JD, I am not going to fall into where we grade players differently. We're going to have one bell curve of grade for everybody playing where they're playing. So it's going to come across with everybody the same way as I evaluate Bernard's performance for the season. I think that first part of his season was a little bit iffy, as everybody would agree with, but his performance from the probably about the for 75% of the season was credible. You have to give him that, and that should go well for him.
All right, so let me give some people some big up that just came in. El Padrino, our brother in the building, Drummond. How you doing, man? Says good morning, JD and the priest. Best as documentary check-in. Massive respect. Chris Smith in the building. DNA football says up JD and Mr. Blake. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, DNA. Hope Michael Hector find a club. We are gonna discuss that as well. Stop run the show. Stop rush the show. All right, and then we have Trey Moon. Donated $2 in the building. Trey Moon, big up yourself. Hope all is well with you and the family. Yeah, man. Guys, as I come in, remember to smash the like button. Remember to share it around. Very easy to do so. Click the click the join button at the top of the screen. You're going to see the share, the like, and the subscription button. So do all of those great things and let me continue the show. Think it had a very good start. All right. So big up again, Trey Moon, for the super chat. Massive respect. Let me put a extra like on it. JD, I don't think they can keep him. A bigger club is going to come calling. All right. All right. And JD, I don't think a lot of people know Bernard was rated at a Manchester. No, no, no. I think people know because we've talked on it. Michael's no Marlon said, JD, I think Bernard will wait until after the Copa America before he makes a decision. Well, that might turn out bad for him, you know. I think sometimes that can turn out bad for you, but you might have a point there. JD, Sheffield Wednesday said Bernard was exceptional this season. I would agree that he was exceptional
Yeah.
this season. Good, yeah, good, yeah, yeah. But Pastor, look at he gave his reason why he thought that he was okay, you know, above average or whatever he wants to explain it as. And I have no problem for that because he might grade them on a different scale. We can't fight him to grade it the way we want him to grade it. Pastor, the struggling at the beginning of the season, he was one of the better defenders in the championship. Yes, that
I
is
agree
definitely
with that.
true.
Mhm.
And that's why they turned the corner. They turned the corner,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, JD, what's your take on how Boza's season is unfolding? Yeah.
Bye, pasta.
Good morning, Gemma.
Good morning for you,
Uh,
not for me.
all right, Jamal. Bye bye.
Oh, good afternoon, Gemma.
Um, what is your take on Boza's season is unfold? Oh, Boza's season is unfolding. We're gonna put that. Let me put Boza season at the bottom at the page here. So we can talk about Boza at the end though at the end because we're going to talk about the 23 as well. So at the end we will look at that. So Deshaun Bernard, we are not expecting any problems with Deshaun Bernard. I think he's going to turn up regardless of how contract looks and everything because of the season that he had, and he's not going to have
Mhm.
any problem to find anywhere to go. And I kind of agree with that as well. I kind of agree with that as well. So
It is
you think
more
it's going to be
likely. It is
similar
more
to Mr.
likely that
Antonio?
he's comfortable because of how his season unfolded. So even if he's going to a new club, he they cannot really rush him to fight him to not take up his international duty for preseason. They can't really fight him because they will be taking him based on that performance that he just had. So for me, uh, players like those, it might not be such a big issue.
Yeah. So the next one on our list is Michael Hector. We are hearing Sheffield saying that they would love to have Michael Hector to pair with the same Deshaun Bernard because they saw both of them as two Rose Rise players. So when I'm hearing these big words and the luxury type words, I'm wondering why our fan base don't see these players as at the same level. Like, what are they seeing of such high license in football to be classing Michael Hector as a Rose Rice type of player, and they would definitely like to sign him from Charlton. And remember, Charlton is in League One and will remain in League One. So, what you guys have to say about that? Because I would love to hear you guys approach that, because I guess we always talk about Michael Hector, not me, most of the chats always talk about Michael like a second fiddle. You understand me? So go ahead, Pastor. Before we come back to the comment section.
You normally say, "I set up the show to fight with people,"
Uh-huh.
but I am going to say it is not true, but go through something that is going to spark and may ignite.
Oh God.
We heard glowing words about Lati Bodier at his team, correct?
Yes.
We already know that Pinnock is the lead in EPL, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Dishon Bernard Club says he has an excellent season,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yes, yes.
Now, Hector is seen as Rolls Royce to be paired with Shon Bernard.
Yes.
Do you realize that four of Jamaica's centre backs
Mm-hmm.
are in the conversation as top tier? Four of Jamaica's centre backs are in the conversation top tier. I'm not saying anything else. And I'm
Okay.
not throwing no shades. And I'm not throwing no shades. I am
All
just
right. Then
saying,
don't fight. Then don't fight.
people please. Lati Bodier, Shon Bernard, Michael Hector, Ethan Pinnock.
Okay. Jesus,
Four
God.
of Jamaica's centre backs are in conversations with accolades putting them on the top shelf. I have said my say.
All right, all right, all right. Let me go to the comments. Raven Medical says 2 assists, 10 clean sheet, 1.1 interception, 1.5 tackles, 4.4 recoveries, and three clearances. Game for Bernard this season. It was a solid season, but I don't think a move for Deshaun. Okay. Then Chris Smith start talk about other players. Chris Smith, I'm not going to go on that as yet. I'm going to keep the show in order, and then we will have the next part where people can just fire up them questions. Big up this and says, big up JD and another big show. Big up yourself. Gmail said, JD, me here some media man at this yo, my boss. Okay, this me. I don't know. This is my platform, so if people want to diss me, this is the best place for them to come. All right, and then we can hear what if they can explain themselves. We can um we can figure out what they are saying. Bo's loan contract is at the end. So sometimes coaches rather work with players they will have next season. That is true. That is true. But we're not going to use that as a pass, Marlon. We're not going to use it as a pass. We have to look at what he's doing on the field because you have man come skillish. Skillish is the person. Skillish is that one that will come and say to me, "Oh, you don't give the same level to Leon Bailey where you get to Bowser the other day." The other day, Bowser gonna get the game, Skillish comes here and Skillish said to Mr. JD, "So what happened to your boy Bowser?" You understand me? So I have to make sure I get the calculate information first before I come and speak on it because you have some man them have me for them perfect them special players. So I am going to make sure I see it as reserve before I say anything about Marlon. So I'm not going to jump to say because it's the end of contract because Omari Hutchinson had been on loan and he had his end of this contract as well for the loan and they had used him in the last damn game. They needed every goal from him. So Marlon, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. All right?
I will was an issue when we get to Boza. At the on the chart of things that you have, I will speak to Boza when you get there.
Mm-hmm. All right, all right, all right. So Marlon, them a watch me and Marlon, because believe me, when time these videos done, all them turn up back. They want to hear what you have to say. So sometimes they're not gonna set me up with certain questions. All right, so the trick questions, them you're not gonna get away with it. Yeah. Well, so that's Deshaun Bernard, Hector, and Michail Antonio. Those are the three. All right, let me go to the rest of the comments right here. Ernest says towards pastor's question. Um, Simple, JD, them no born here. So that is the reason why we don't look at them in the same light as to their talents, as to people that's educated in football. Look at them. All right. Pastor summarized that perfect. That's what Donovan Joseph said. All right. And Bessa says, guys, remember to hit the like button when you come in. Yeah, man. Thanks for all of this. So the moderators be telling people to hit the like button because I think that is very good. So we don't have to stop the show every single minute. Coventry said the reason they bought Joel Latibodier is because they wanted a very good ball playing centre back, and he's very good. I always said that about Latibodier, and I think for Jamaica he gets a bad rap because maybe they are not up to his level as yet, to be honest. Hence why you don't see the best out of him. And when they put him in a position and give him an instruction, he did a very good job. I always know Hector is way better of a defender than most think. Yeah, but Dre, if you go back in history, for when Hector played centre back here, he was very good when he just started for us. It was I don't know if it was an injury or someone needed to go get into the team why they removed Hector and put him up front. Once he played up front, which is in the CDM position, or in midfield, put it in midfield position. That's when they let him just stay there. But I'm not going to go back in history. You go and research that history, and you will know what I'm talking about. JD Hector is quality. Likewise, the others mentioned. But if they don't help Jamaica win, club quality means nothing to Jamaica. But Wayne Wignall, love the way you put that. Love the way you put that. Then, all right. So them Pastor, them winning, which is how, how much you put down on them to win, because I saw Pinnock come here and Pinnock be playing very good games from the first day he's playing, even in Panama game. From the first day he's playing very good games. So are you going to put that solely down to them because once they come there, they need to win instant? Or is they're just a set of players and we have to just get the job done over a period of time?
The other player that was among the players with the highest score on the field against Panama is still not back in the Jamaica setup yet. People forget that the Wes Harding had a very good performance in a disgraceful display by the Jamaica team.
Mm-hmm.
And they have done everything to ensure that they don't call back Wes Harding. They have gone to everybody except going back for Wes Harding. What he said would be true if the administration of football had not been what it, and I'm going to say was, because we can say, JD, they have made efforts to do things better
Mm-hmm.
since the election. You have to give them that. It is translating that they are trying to do some things better. So what the administration was, I'm going to say that
Okay.
there would have been some validity to that statement. However, knowing what we had going on, that statement is not altogether true because several of the players brought in the program are asked to play in positions other than what they play at their clubs, which they get credit for. And so you are bringing them into a new arena and giving them unfamiliar assignments. So I don't think that statement is altogether true. Consider all things considered. Let me say that to be fair to the commenter that wrote the statement.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Let we get through the rest of the comments then, because we have a lot of things to talk on here. We have Champions League as well, embarrassment from PSG, but let me take our time. All right. Craig Montague says that's a lie. Stop promoting strife. Okay, don't know what he's talking about. Corey says up, big of yourself, Chorus. Chris Smith said, JD, why all the players that you said that was top players did well. Pinnock, Joel Latibodier, Bernard. You told them, yeah, because I was looking at the players them overall. I don't think they were looking at the players them. Majority of the time, them they don't look at the players them. And what the above comment said, what they do for Jamaica. So that is what is most important for them. But they are not looking that these guys are always trying to fit in, and we have to go. We have a lot of metrics when it comes on to Jamaica. We have a lot of metrics when it comes on to Jamaica. So it's very hard. It's very hard for me to just jump and say that them have to do everything right instant. I would have to say it comes down to the coaches and everything, not just them. because some of them do well and the team just don't do well because maybe we have a strategy that we work out. We have some calculus that we can't figure out, that we need to put up 4 plus 16 and 13. It have a lot of things to do with how we put out things out there. All right. So that's what I have to say, Chris Smith. JD, the players they say are good are not getting the game time. Well, maybe they are good in Concacaf. Maybe they are good in Concacaf, and it just don't translate nowhere else. And maybe they believe that these guys are not good in Concacaf when they come here. So you have a lot of ways to look at it. Marlon said, JD, there's a difference with player situation. Hutchinson fighting to go up, Bowser fighting not to go down. Well, both of them fighting in the Marlon. But Marlon later we will war on that one. Chris Smith, none of them know the game like you. Okay, fair enough. Well, it's just if I will get things wrong. I got PSG wrong because Dortmund beat them. But Dortmund did exactly what I had said.
Sad. PSG are
Ari
different
Noor
side.
says, Wayne Wignall, people don't understand that club football can't compare to national team. It can compare to national team just the same. Because if you're not good at club football and you're not good at football at all, you're not going to come in the national team and be good at football. All right. So it can be translated. All right. Yes. I think you have to find a next metric to come and have the conversation. The real boot liquor says, ooh, this thin skin JD and Warboat pasta. I don't know where that fake account comes from. All right. Omza said, someone need to get into the team. I know who you're talking about. All right. Well, I don't know who I'm talking about. If you know, that means you're following football for the national team a while now. All right. The problem with Hector was Topper. That's what English says. That's not my comment. All right. So I'm gonna call it the names of the commenters. Yes. Father Blink, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Sayan says, burn up the quota system. Fabian Full said, you going to get Real Madrid versus Bayern wrong as well. All right. So, like the man already started, guys. So let me just move over to the Bayern. We're gonna come back to Jamaican games because we still had League One playoffs as well. We had two Jamaicans, are one full Jamaican international, and one is in limbo because I don't know if he has the papers. All right, but I saw him here already. You get me? I don't work for the JFF, so I don't act like I know everything. All right, yes. So I don't know if he has his papers, and I will just leave it right there. But he could represent Jamaica, so that's what we do know about the player. All right. Badu Bad Gaza said, you know him. Who you? I don't know. Igor probably said, JD, my concern for Boza, according to transfer market, is that Clamart paid 500,000 for the loan deal with an option to buy. But it appears that Clamart doesn't have him in their future plans. We're gonna get to Boza. I don't know. I don't know why you just want to talk about Boza. We can't stay on the Boza part. Let me move on to the one that I got wrong, because I heard people say that I'm gonna get two wrong. All right, so let me go with the one that we got wrong. All right, yes. So yesterday we had some games played. All right, so one of the games that we had on our hands, I'm gonna pull it up here so we can get stats and everything. Ended 1-0. PSG lost that one. So Matt Hummels' 50th minute goal made it 1-0. So 2-2 on aggregate. Overall, the stats would be in favor of PSG. PSG had 30 shots to 7, 5 shots on target to 3, 10 blocks to 2. Tell you that the defenders for Dortmund was working, to be honest. Big chances. They missed 5 big chances, and big chances clearly tells you that you are in the advanced position from an angle that you have the upper hand to score. That is what big chances means. All right, so they had 5 of that, missed 5 of it. They hit the goal they hit the woodwork 4 times in the game, and they never went through. So is it that they are bad lucked, or Dortmund was just a better team over the 2 legs?
JD, I am not a gambling man. Outside of that, I live life. So I don't believe in luck. For perspective, some people believe you make your own luck. I believe a team has its destiny in its hands before it goes on the park, and what you do out there translates into you shaping your destiny. I am one of those that predicted that PSG would win, and so I am heavily disappointed. If you have 30 shots on goal
10 blocks,
against a
four,
team, no, 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 hold on,
four
against a
posts.
team that had only seven,
Mhm.
you are supposed to translate 4 times greater chance, 4.25 greater chance of scoring than that team. Now that team used its 7 chances and score 1 goal. So PSG should have scored 4.25 goals.
Yeah, but the
So
stats tell it all.
I cannot set that down to luck.
No,
PSG
Pastor,
beat
I just
themselves.
ask you because
No, I know. I'm answering what you ask.
sometimes.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting the
No,
question. I'm just
Pastor,
saying.
when I say things to Pastor, I know why I said it, because
Mm,
because I know, because in the future this is going to come back up again,
hmm
Yes, so I
hmm
want to see how they react to this and how they are going to react to others as well. All right. Yes, but
Lady,
people
Lady
agree with the
Luck,
Pastor say pure luck, and I would have agreed that we have to be honest. That was a game that you have to say that PSG could have won that 6-0, or should have won it 6-1. 6-1. You have a half a chance. You had a half a chance that fell to Dortmund, but I'm very sorry. It could have ended 6-1. 6-1, I'm not giving them that half a chance. Because if I'm going to give them half a chance, that game should have ended 8-1 or 9-1. So if a game should end 9-1 and it ended 1-0, that is some serious stakes. That is wicked. All right. So
JD, JD,
wow, some teams are going through
I
this
rate
season.
PSG as
Some
a
teams are going through this
championship.
season. Oh my god.
I rate PSG as a championship contender team every season. Every season.
This is terrible from them, man.
But
This is
for
the
me,
season.
but for me, I watch many sports. I saw a Zimbabwean wicketkeeper come from behind the wicket and go showing bowlers how to get wicket. Threaten the tie ball, take off the keeping gloves. Somebody in the championship team. I'm just saying, JD, if the goalkeeper have to swap the gloves and go score it, 30 shots and no goal,
No, but
man, happy man.
the comments, past, let me go through the comments because the comments are flying in. Because me hear the one Marlon answered, so let's go through it. All right, so Wayne says, Pastor, that's madness for every country. If you don't win, no national don't care about club form. Plus, our team is strong on paper, but still struggling in Concacaf. So then, if we're going to talk about players, we don't care about people's form. Win. So every time we pick Leon Bailey, what we say? What are the only thing we always say? Everybody said that on planet Earth, including himself. He might get picked based on him farm team club. So when how you move the goalpost when it's Leon Bailey and when it is everyone else, we seem to want to find some different mathematics. All right. Corey said the ghost was in Dortmund goal. All right. So everyone seeing the same way. PSG was salt. Devon Porter said Coach Schaefer needed some steel in midfield in 2015 Gold Cup. So he put Hector in defensive midfield position. All right. Okay, Devon. Okay, Devon. Bowser needs to pack his bag and go to the MLS. That is disrespectful, Umzo. Maybe Saudi. Think Boza is better than not Saudi. He's not better than Saudi, but I think he can look places the better than MLS. I think he does enough in he did enough in Europe to command some respect. All right. Marlon says 2-0 on aggregate. Yes, that's what I've said. Marlon 2-0 on aggregate, right? Those stats sound like Jamaican
Marlon, I rub it
stats.
in. Marlon, I rub it in.
But yes, everyone say bad luck. It only Marlon out here trying to find narratives because he wants to sell the same narrative for Jamaica because it's as what the man said, it sounds like Jamaica stats. We win some games. All right. And maybe not that's a little bit slightly exaggeration, but it's I'm not gonna say it's exaggeration. No. It is not exaggeration. I think you might be correct there, all right? And just not PSG time. Chorus, they would laugh. All right. We have Neil. Golson said Dortmund played their game and Lady Luck was on their side. I fully agree with you. The first time I disagreed with Marlon, yes. All right. For real, Duppy in the goal. All right. Defending is an art part of the game. Jamaican stats at times is like that, even when we win. But I some of those chances and some of those misses, I don't think it was down to defending. I think it was poor misses, and just luck. Sometimes you have to start the truth. So Marlon now said, Pastor, Dortmund played the game how they wanted. It's not luck. JD, the ball doesn't go in the net. Could so Marlon, if deflection I take up, you know, you listen to Marlon.
JD, it's not that I'm agreeing with Marlon. Let me tell, and
No.
I know you don't like when I use on football analogies. I know you don't like when I use them.
Oh Lord.
However, I'm going to say again.
Okay,
I'm going to
okay.
say again.
I'm feeling it.
I'm going to say again. After you get to 15 shots and nothing now go on,
Mm-hmm.
make when I defend, I go play forward. A championship team has to come up with the goods if you are to remain relevant as a championship team. It cannot be that we're going to say a bad luck. No, you need to go make your luck. You're on the park for the
Pastor,
same
go back and watch it.
time.
Go back and watch the game, Pastor. I am not agreeing with. But why?
Jerry,
I want to.
Jerry, Jerry.
All right, you know what,
I
Pastor?
am the one that
If
say I play with angels in the outfield. You know.
Pastor,
Listen to
Pastor,
me now.
if I'm going to agree, if I'm going to agree, if I'm going to agree with Marlon, what I'm going to say then, that is the greatest performance I've ever seen from a team. And I know that is not the greatest defensive performance.
I am
All right.
putting it down to poor misses on the PSG offensive line. I am not saying no great defending. JD, that's not it. I saw Rene Samois in a training session at Jarrett Park with the national team, and he was giving instructions about what constitutes the goal.
Mm-hmm.
And the man had he had more than six footballs, but he kicked six shots, hitting the bar six times. Because he said to the strikers, the bar is not the goal, it is the space inside the bar that is the goal. The goal scorers need to visualize the space, and he says that space is not moving. Stop looking at the bar. So I'm going to use the professor to say to the
Okay.
PSG strikers, learn where the goal
All
is
right.
and stop looking at the bar because it is not the same thing. You have to put it in the space for you to score the goal, not
So
on
why
the
are you
bar.
talking like?
Yeah,
So
I
Pastor,
am
why are you
trying
talking?
to mimic the professor.
All right, all right. So Malik says, just show you that it's not. Just show you that it's not ball possession win games. But we had not said ball possession. We had never ever said ball possession on this show win games, Mr. Malik. So I think you need to go back to that specific statement, send it back to us, and then we're going to call you a liar. Because you know why we're going to say you're a liar right there? If you're going to say we said that because you never wrote, so we said that directly. But true, you were talking about passing football. You want to try to go back to your side. You can get PTSD of passing football. You want to go back to
That
that
is a
side.
defense. That is a defense for the national team playing
I
style.
know, but I wanted to
Yes.
say that, but I'm just trying to not say it, you know? All right, JD, no matter what they did, the ball wouldn't go in the goal. Okay, all right. Um, Let me hear what him say. That a thumbs up. Up into City many times. You know the feeling, all right. And then people who they put went again in a the team. We will bring up that. Neil Goldson said in football, luck at times is needed, especially in the Champions League. PSG was poor on the first leg, but the second leg, Dortmund rode their luck. All right, fair enough. That's all I'm saying. JD, you said 2-2. 2-2. All not 2-0. Okay. Sorry if that's what I said. All right. If they play the same game 10 times, PSG will win 9 times. I actually believe that. That's how dominant one team was over the
At this
next one. That's
one
all I'm
time, they
saying.
did need to win. This one time to win.
Yeah.
They go
And
embarrass me.
And Richard Samuel said, no, JD, you said 2-2. Well, I've already said above. Sorry if that's exactly what I've said. All right. Brian Burke in the building. Massive, massive respect. All right. Check in. All right. Then we have Mr. Dre said, go and check on your facts. Okay. Don't know what that fight is about. Marlon Nelson said, JD, when Chelsea won their first Champions League, which was said to be the worst time to win the Champions League against Munich. Him shot over, they shot over, Munich had over 30 shots. But I am telling you, the only game I've seen like this, let me tell you one game that I saw similar to this, and the outcome be the same. I remember, no, I can't even say, I can't use Manchester City, Tottenham. I can't say it that way. Which other game had a 60,000 chances and ended one way? One. I'm going to think about around 4 games that ended like that when it ended 1-0. Because the Tottenham Manchester City, more goals scored in that one, more goals chalked out. So I can't really use that as an example. All right. The Emperor said Jamaica style of football can't win nothing. We saw we played similar to that because the USA game was pretty much similar to how Dortmund played. Obviously, Dortmund is way more technical than us. So even though they are still under immense pressure, they could still pass the ball a little bit better than us at a way higher level. So you could see that they have the technical side to them. Who I was impressed with the most, this player, this player will be very, very good next season. Matson. Matson, I am surprised that Chelsea never kept him, I am surprised that Chelsea never kept Matson, But I think Matson might just go straight in the Chelsea team next year, Matson,
Mhm.
Ian Matson. Yeah, I think he's a baller, man. He is a baller. So he's very young, very young. So I could see them sending him out for experience. He's just 22 years old. But his technical play, man, not normal. All right. Under pressure, he's still good. Under pressure, he's still good. So Matson, I could see Matson coming in next year for Chelsea and just cement himself in that right left wing back position. Yeah. So Matson, a baller, man. He is a baller, man. Yeah. And he's going straight into a Champions League finals after going out on loan. That is amazing. Um, Matson is not Jamaican. He's not Jamaican. He's from Netherlands. But he was bought by Chelsea. But Chelsea decided that they're going to loan him out after some spells that they got. They never saw enough, or maybe they don't believe that he would have gotten enough game time behind the first strikes. But I think Matson showing better levels right now. I think he might just be Chelsea's best left back. So next year he's going to be in it. So I was impressed with them. Impressed with them. Even under the pressure, Matson looks like one of the best players on the day. All right. Marcelo says Matson Abala as well. Liverpool versus United. We're gonna get to that. We have a lot more things to chop up, All right. Yes, man. Matson is not normal. That kid is going to make Pochettino's system looks actually good because those are the type of players you actually wanted in your team. Matson is very, very good, man. But had 35 million buy clause for BVB. I think they have to figure out a way not to give him, not to go into that buying class because that would have been a robbery to sell him for 35 million. No, man, it's not much, man. What 35? Let me see how much his market value is at 22 years old. All right, 35 million buy-on clause. Oh, no, 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 no. Matson, by the end of the year, Matson will be at 45 million. So, oh, can they pay? No, no, no. Chelsea have to find a way. And that's how Chelsea keep on losing money. Look at that now. This man will be over 35 million and his normal player value. So that means you should put money on top of that. And then Chelsea, they said Chelsea have a BVB had a 35 million buying clause. So that means they would have signed it before. That would have been a terrible deal. But Chelsea can go into some terrible deals. All right, the Emperor said Jamaica can't pass the ball from the back. No. Through the midfield. Okay, I would believe it with through the midfield, but passing through the from the back worked the last time. It worked the last time, so I'm not going to be like that. Chelsea fans like Matson. However, the coach favor Cucurella. But anyway, I can see that he's better than Cucurella. Even though I think he proves to me that he's better than Cucurella. Yeah, if you give him a solid season, that man will be the left back cemented and left wing back. I think as well. Matson is very impressive. I would start him at Chelsea. I think that's the case. But Jane, whether I say he's not going to play over Chilwell and Cucurella, first choice. But I think Jane, whether make him win the Champions League and see how it works out. And see if the fans are not going to tell him. You see, if he wins the Champions League and also next season, they don't start off well in left back position, a murder there. All right, so believe me, that deal will come back to haunt them. Yes, terrible deal. I hope he doesn't leave. Cooker is mid. All right, Patch doesn't like short players, but he needs technical players. Cucurella, very, very good. Both of them good enough, But Cucurella, you could see the technical side from Cucurella as well. But I still believe that Matson looks like something for the future, and I wouldn't want to jump to give him away. I think he should stay at Chelsea because I see what Chelsea doing and how far they're going to go in the future. So I would stay with Matson in Chelsea. I think Matson elevates Chelsea big time. Yes, Matson remind me of my boy that signed for Arsenal. My boy that signed for Arsenal and he never get to play any game. He got injured very early. You guys will give me his name. I forgot his name from Netherlands. Yeah, man, they are very, very good technical players. So Matson, hope he comes back in and do his thing. Big up yourself, Siobhan Givens. Says Patch doesn't like short players. Then we have Michael Thomas in the building as well. All right, yeah, man. So that's it for PSG. Another disappointment. As Mbappe might be leaving at the end of the season. I think he's leaving at the end of the season. So that is a failure for the PSG project. What say you, Pastor? You think the PSG project was a success or failure? Let me just, Timber. Timber is the name. Wonderful. Respect for that. Let me know if it's a failure or a success. And then we move on.
I am so disappointed. I would rate it failure. They can no. I expected much more, and that is so that would create a bias in my answering that question. Let me put that out there straight away. My expectations for them is that they would literally be the ones that lift the trophy. I had them going that far, you know. So yeah, I would say it's a failure from my standpoint. I don't see
All right. So,
and
guys, let me know if you think that the project PSG was a failure. All right, because obviously, if
and
you know you buy the best players, you're going to win the French
yeah.
league. You're going to. So if you didn't do anything in Europe, even though you went to the semifinals, you went to the semifinals a couple of times. You went to the finals because they went to the finals with Bayern Munich, right? Bayern Munich won.
Mhm.
Yes, so you went to the finals. So let me know if it's a failure All right, I saw people say that it is a failure as well. All right, so let me move
Yeah.
on to the next one. Let me move on to the next one, which is today's game. All right. No, no, no. Before we move on to the next one, because we had games yesterday as well. Let me just give it that one because we had two Jamaicans in it. We're not going to skip it that way. I wanted to go back after and talk about the Jamaicans, but let me just continue. So we had Barnsley. Barnsley actually won on the day, but because they lost the first leg 3-1, they lost the tie overall to Bolton. So we had picked Bolton. We had picked Bolton and Petersburg to go through to the final spot for the third final spot, to the finals, I should say, to go up to the championship. All right, so Bolton is there waiting on Petersburg at this point versus Oxford. All right, so in this game, none of our Jamaicans them started. I think my boy really fell off. Devante Cole, he came on in the 62nd minute, and we had John Russell made the bench, but he never played 1 minute. All right, and they lost. So their season is over. Based on what you saw from both of them, what would you say? Based on what you saw from both of them, what would you say? You think that they have done enough to make the Jamaican national team immediately?
I am going to stick to what I have always been calling for. Jamaica needs to have depth of 4 players per position for all positions. Quality of depth is important. So yes, they can be called for the team um, right now, especially that we have every window from June to 2026 international fixtures. It's a stacked deck. So we need to literally have the quality players to make a good run in these different competitions. You have 3 competitions this to close out this year: World Cup qualifiers, Copa, and Nations League. You know, especially with players getting transfers, going to different clubs, that increase the possibility of injuries, different systems and playing styles required of them. So I mean, yes, I believe they should be called to the program now. Because JD, failure to call them right now, we're going to get back to where we dread. So call them, put them in the program, and I'm always the believer that the coach need to go out front and sell the program to the players that he's calling. Be the
Okay,
point
fair
man
enough.
on that regard. So call them.
I have to be honest, people. I have to be honest. Oh, we saw the world class Stamp podcast. That was the podcast that we got the clip from Beckford. So you guys go and support him on his channel. All right, very good channel. We are trying to bring forth as much interviews, and maybe you can learn some things about the history of Jamaica. So if you're younger, it's good to do so. So I think those are the channels you have to go and follow because it gives you a different a different pretty much a different reality as to what you know in Jamaica because I think they're based in England, so they kind of get all of those overseas guys that represented Jamaica once or twice, and they can give you their perspective as how they look at things. So you could know what should be, what could change in the future, and to make it even better and more accommodating towards players coming from abroad. All right, so big up World Class Stamp Podcast. Thanks for being here. Said Michail Antonio is West Ham's all-time Premier League goal scorer. He's done amazing considering he has converted from wing back or full back to winger to striker. Yeah man, 100%. You're accurate right there, and that's how we rate the player. All right. Watch the game. Honestly, Cole played good when he came on. And also helped create one of the goal. He got speed too. So AC said he likes Cole. Um, Based on how I first heard about Cole, I can't say I'm that impressed. You know, I can't say I'm that impressed, you know. That's just my take still. I'm not putting down the player, you know, but I am not so impressed. I watched him a lot of times because you guys told me go and watch it, and I'm watching Mothersill and those guys. And I like what he offers to a level, but I just think sometimes he can fade out of the game them wicked. Just like the other day, Mothersill not faded out of the game, you know. You realize he went to the side, opened up the space. I don't think if Cole not getting the services, he offers so much aside from scoring the goals or linking up the place. That's what I saw from the other day. So I don't know if it's because he was in a bad spell. So maybe if I do watch it longer, I can change my take on the player. All right. But for me, I am not so sold over the top. I think I would go for one of the younger players them. So I think I would take Madasil over him. If it's gonna come to me, I would take a younger player or Madasil or Mason Clark. Mason Clark would definitely be even slightly ahead of Madasil, but he plays wing forward. So I think I would put Madasil above Cole, to be honest. You know, he has the age, and he offers what I think would have fit Jamaica system a little bit more. Guys, remember to smash the like button when you come in, share and subscribe. All right.
But
Eagle Papa
JD,
said, JD, go ahead.
you said you would go for the younger player. I don't see the issue with taking all three of them because it's not like we have a settled team where there are 23 players of the highest ilk. We don't have that. So take all of what's available, and then the coach gets to pick the best from that. And we have sufficient time to pretty much give all of them playing time. The Bailey's decision literally takes him out of the first set of games. So that opens up another place for another player. So I don't see the issue with us juxtaposing one player against the next. Jamaica
Oh,
does not have the football pedigree to have that luxury. We need to take the players because they're of the quality that puts them in the conversation. And then it is the coach's job to determine who
okay, but
gets left
Pastor,
as the
Pastor,
program
just like I evaluate
progresses.
everybody, just like I evaluate everybody, I'm just giving people honest opinion to show that not because you're born overseas, I will always say that you have the
Yeah,
edge. I'm
and
just
you did
saying,
range them. You did range them in
yes.
terms of which one you
Yes,
think
I
is
mean,
ahead of
I
the
never
other.
said if the coach don't want to pick it, you know, if the coach pick who he wants. I'm just saying I watched around 12 games consecutive of him because I wanted to make sure I have a good understanding. And when I'm done, I am not so much impressed. That's all I'm saying still. And that's just my take. I hopefully because I saw that he was leading the league at the time, but since I've started watching him, I'm not seeing anything, so don't know what happened. You know, yeah. So hopefully we get him we get him in the future, you know, start firing again. Eagle probably said, JD, I believe that some players will make the Reggae Boys team based on familiarity rather than merit. Coach Algrimson does not believe in chop and change. So guys like DJ will keep their places. So DJ not playing football for the longest time will keep his place. That is sad, you know, because DJ haven't played a match from February. Yeah, and that was Daniel Johnson. Let me see. Daniel Johnson. That's sad though. Daniel Johnson. That is sad though. Yeah, that is sad. He's not. I wouldn't pick Daniel Johnson. The last time Daniel Johnson played a game was not even that because I'm looking for the U21s. He did play in the U21s. Yes, that is true. So the last time he played, he made a bench. He made a bench. The end of March, the 29th, he made a bench, so he never played. So so that's the last time he made a bench. So the last time he actually played football was in Jamaica when he played. He played for a USA game. So USA game was the last time he played for club. For club, the last time he played Damn. Was the 10th of February. No, was the 23rd of February because he came back from the knock and played in the U20 21s. All right, and he never played back again. So from the 23rd of February, he never played any football. And what we are in now, May, the 8th
Eighth
of
of
May.
eighth of
So
May.
he never played football from that long. It's very hard. It's very hard for people to honestly look at themselves and say that Daniel Johnson should go back in the team because it's not about chop and change. Come on. If other kids that understand those guys are doing good, it's opportunity for you to bring in Splatter or one of these other kids then. Or because if he's not playing and these guys are playing and the last time he played was in the U21s, I think you can't disrespect the other kids that's playing in the U21s and doing good as well.
JD, and I'm going to input this again. The trouble with the Jamaican football fan base is that we are fixated on the players we like, and so we don't envision the program growing and progressing and then be left behind based on the quality that moves the program forward. I'm going to say again, get it in our psychic from now that some of these players that we speak glowingly about that we love will not make the team come 2025 on merit. Because if the Jamaican football program is moving forward, we will have to improve in quality.
All
So
right.
some of these players cannot be factored. And I'm talking some of our favorite players.
All right, I heard you. All right, so Blair Video, so big up yourself, Blair Video. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Let me try and get some more comments in the chat. All right, Chris Smith said, JD, I would leave out Cole and take Madasil. I actually believe that. So Blair Video, big up yourself. Eagle Republic says Michael Seaton has a good scoring record with 13 goals in 28 games, but that record is in Germany regional league, basically fourth division. Okay, well, you never may know. People have to look at everybody. Chris Smith, JD, right, DJ have more minutes than most of our local players. Yeah, but we have to go with positions. We have to go with positions. Right, we have to go with positions. So, for instance, you're talking about the players them that he has more minutes than are forward players. Right. So, midfielders he's competing with are not Jamaican Barnes. They are Anderson. Anderson plays way more minutes than him. That's a fact. All right. Who else? Casey Palmer play more minutes than him. That's a fact. You understand me? John Russell played more minutes than him as well too. Because John Russell did have a spell when he came in. More recent minutes. I've not checked his overall season, but more recent minutes. So all those guys would have still gone over it. So even if it's not a local guy take the spot, it could still be one of the overseas guys, them overseas born player, takes the spot just the same because they have done more than what I think he did. So we have to be honest to ourselves. All right, Marlon says from Johnson missed the penalty, he and the coach fall out. All right, so that's what Marlon says.
Hmm.
Then Noah said, I don't think Daniel should make the squad. Owen. All right. And then we have Emperor said facts. Tell them again. Don't know which one of the points to be exact. All right. So guys, we have 150 in the chat. Please get us up to 100. This stream is a little bit different. All you need to do is just get to the top of it, the triple dot at the top, and you're gonna see it drops down, and then you can share the video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. All right. Yes, we need a few more subscribers to hit 10,700. So if you could do that for us, that would be very nice. All right. So before we get into our other chopping up, let we do because we have the main part of the show, which is the 23, the best 23. We're gonna look into. All right. So we can come up with something. So let me see how close we are to the normal squad. So we are gonna start the 23 from today. All right. Yes, like the 23 hunting. Or we look at the squad and everything from today. So let me pull up what's up for today, what you guys can go and take in. All right. So we have the first big one, Bayern Munich, at Real Madrid, Spain, Bernabeu. Oh, it's looking for you, Pastor. Are you
I
going to
am
check
going
in
to
on Real Madrid? Are you saying
No,
that?
I am maintaining my German connection. Munich. I am
All
not
right. So
changing.
Pastor, how can you
I
just vote like that? Why you don't vote off what you saw?
uh, I still have Manchester United as my number one team that I support. Where are they in the league? They are not contenders for nothing.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
So they're not contenders, but they are my team. I'm just saying. I heard an interview with I don't remember what his name was. This former German player, and he was calling for Germany to return to the original German style of play, and he was literally calling out the German top clubs. He literally faulted Pep for distorting the German style of play because Pep went there and changed up everything. And I believe that
Pep went there and changed his team, and other teams changed to cope with his team.
yeah,
So,
so it
so
is
the man
actually
never.
Pep that
They could have
messed
stayed
up
the same way.
the
No, they could
German
have.
thing.
They could have stayed the same way, but
No,
because they
they
never wanted
bought
to
into
get
Pep
45 loves, you
methodology.
know.
They bought into Pep methodology.
All right. So
They bought into Pep methodology. And I am a student. I grew up on the German mechanical transitional plays that
mm-hmm.
they had. So them thinking and trying to revert to it, I'm staying loyal. Put it that way. So and plus I have three friends that they are pure Real Madrid JD. I cannot stand them and their Real Madrid.
Oh, Pastor, you have fan bases here in the pastor. Just relax. Why are you fighting with the fan base for no reason?
I have this I have this brethren who was a deacon at one of the churches that I pastored. Trevor Rodney, let me call him name. That but him and this Real Madrid thing.
But Pastor, over the years growing up, it doesn't matter how much English Premier League we do watch, because obviously back in the days, people, we had our boy Ricardo Gardner, Ricardo Fuller, no Ricardo Gardner playing in the Premier League. So we're I was trying to watch the Premier League. I watched the Netherlands League, Premier League, and also Real Madrid. We always knew about Real Madrid, so it's not the Real Madrid is a top tier team. Even if
Yes.
they are not the best looking team now, because
I
I am not
cannot
going to
I
change
cannot
my
say
mind.
anything bad about
I
that.
don't think they should be here. They should be home, and City be in the. But you see the Real Madrid fans them start turn up. Let me just move on to the chat because I can't. But all right. So hold on. So we have Owen just check in, float management just check in, Joseph Brown just check in, Triple E just checking in. You guys are very much late. It's 2:21 now. All right. So late to the party, man. All right. So keep getting likes up, share the video around. Marlon says JD Crawley Town won their first leg of the League Two playoff against Doncaster. Adai had a good game. Yeah, man, you keep telling me about Adai. So, Marlon, what you're saying, we should be bringing in Adai at this point in the national team. Instant. Just bring him
Co-
in right now and don't even
Corey
consider.
Adai, the goalkeeper.
Yes. Yeah.
JD, I remember telling you about the quality in depth in the goalkeeper pool. And this is the big, burly looking black goalkeeper that I was talking about, Corey Adai. And he's very young. I believe he played for Jamaica before. I believe if we have any challenge with bringing Connor Boyce Clark, that
Mm-hmm.
Corey Adai is a good replacement. If we have any challenge with getting Connor Boyce Clark as the third goalkeeper, of course bring Corey Adai. He has good the games I watched him play. He commanded his box. He's a good shot stopper too. And I believe he has good qualities, especially now that we have a specialized high quality goalkeeping coach. Bring him in
All right,
because
then.
I am sure he's going to impress based on the qualities I saw. when he played for us.
Schweinsteiger. All right. So that is Korea Die. One of the goalkeepers. Them. All right. So I've not even finished on John Russell. John Russell. I need to see him. I think John Russell is a complicated one. I don't know. I don't think he had a good season. I don't think he had a good season. He had injury troubles from time to time as well. But I don't think he had a good season. But I still believe that John Russell, you have things in John Russell that can apply to Jamaica system, make Jamaica team better as well. I don't know why they don't see it the same way. Obviously, they are going for speed transitions every single time, so they want people run up and down, especially in the midfield area, because they are just there to screen more than anything else. Not necessarily to build up from. They are here to screen, try to counter, try to intercept, and such. So, but I never really liked John Russell's season. I don't put him up there as one of the highest performers, to be honest. But and I know he has the talent. I know he has the talent, but he never performed well enough for me. Jason says no. We have Neil Golson said Pep is a blessing and a curse in football. That is I think it's a blessing, not the curse part, but yeah, it's okay.
You're not going to say so a
Says
Man City is their coach.
Magic to the world. And Marlon says, yes, JD, he better than the other goalkeepers. Well, they need to start investing him in as well. Emperor says Schweinsteiger, the second best goalkeeper we have in the pool. And the sad thing, he's not getting any call up. That is sad then. Brando, big up yourself. Yeah, man, of course, we're glad when you turn up, man. Of course, we're glad when you turn up. All right? Yeah, so thanks for passing to
Yeah, Schweinsteiger
Mr. Brando.
was the German player that was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about
So,
Pep.
so, so, give me some predictions, people. Pastor Alred, you guys, the pastor is flat out biased, and he's not gonna reach anywhere. Majid Eta, we heard all of that. So, give me a prediction. Let me just get the prediction fast, so we can move on to the next
Bayern
game,
2,
and then we can
Madrid
get to the
1.
meat of the crop. But Pastor said, what you said? You're gonna go for scores as well.
Bayern 2, Madrid 1.
Bayern 2, Madrid 1. Good God. Bayern 2, Madrid 1. All right, so people give me a take on that one. Pastor, I'm not changing. I'm going to lose the bet this time. Going to lose my title of the Kings of Prediction. I am going with Bayern winning as well. I'm very sorry. I don't think Madrid deserve to be here. Don't care if people want to say I'm bad-minded. It's okay. But I've watched the damn games, and I know what I saw. All right? Yes. So, Jura says 2-0 Madrid. All right? Yes, Jura, sir. I don't have that much faith in Kane. Okay. That's about
I am not tolerating Jason's classification. I am not tolerating it.
All right, so bad mind, we bad mind, full of bad mind. And this one, I am going with Bayern. Bayern is not an easy team. We should stop respect Bayern. Like Bayern can't go to Madrid and win. That's what they're acting like. Bayern can't go there in the past and get nothing. That's how they're acting. Bayern can go there and win. I'm telling you. Just watch. Leroy Sané today. Watch your laugh at. All right.
But this
Laugh
is
out
what's
at
gonna
home.
show them the quality of the German mechanism. Beat
Well,
Madrid in Madrid.
tomorrow we are going to be back in a King J. All right, because you people they can't lose any game at their home. All right, fair enough. Bayern a top team, King J. Obviously, they have not won the season this year, the league this year. So you guys can talk. Don't pay them. It's okay. But I'm telling you, a lot of people crying tomorrow. All right. You know what? Don't worry yourself, because I will be up watching that game and sending you guys updates. All right.
Oh my god.
So Jason, Juras, even though once you go down the way, the pastor, once you go down the way, they might make sure them.
tomorrow morning, they're gonna wear me cap.
So I'm not going with Madrid. I'm going with Bayern. Bayern taking it. All right. Bayern taking it. Nitro said Gunners. Jesus God. Nitro. Gunners not there here. Nitro. Gunners is not here. So I don't
But
know
Gunners
why
is not in the
yeah?
title.
Gunners is not here. Nitro. All right. So Gunners never make it. Right? Bayern made sure they never made it. All right. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, adjacent team, you know.
Yeah.
all in FIFA, you know, him can't just play with a different team, you know. You know, he when him know him team are good, him can't just play with another team. Him have to play with it. Bayern, Real Madrid. Yeah? That little boy from Brazil gonna kill Bayern. Oh God.
Oh God.
Which one of the little boys them from Brazil? Because you have two from Brazil and two of them will be starting. Vinicius and Rodrigo. I thought say even this year everyone will hype up Vinicius but Rodrigo I kind of like Rodrigo over Vinicius. What is that? Is it my
The
my
beep.
my phone?
No, the beep you heard is my headset going dead. I'll
Uh,
just
uh,
go
uh,
change it.
uh, uh. I kind of like Vinicius, Rodrigo over Vinicius. I think he's way more of a higher IQ player than Vinicius. I think Vinicius, he has that burst of speed, which Rodrigo have it as well, but he's a tad little bit faster, a tad little bit faster. Bayern 3, Real Madrid 2, Eagle Republic. All right, we get some people on our side. All right, King J said, I'm sorry if City couldn't get it done, Bayern won. But remember, it was City missing chances to be honest. So Bayern and be honest still. I think even though we're going to try and apply because this is how we are. Because Kane was always solid, but because Tottenham failed to win things, it's like that we use against Kane. I think if Kane get those chances that KDB missed, Haaland missed, Bernard Silva missed, in that game, it would have been over. I think if Kane get those chances, he's going to sink Bayern. So I think it's very tough the way we are looking at it. All right, very tough. All right, Rodrigo is overshadowed by Vinny, but I think let's keep on watching Rodrigo. All right, Kevin Face, big up yourself. Sane is cooking. All right, and we have Ball Heads TV. Good God, bless up Ball Heads TV. What? Don't tell me say a ball head over there, Are you trying to recruit me on the platform because they said I have the ball
Um,
head?
JD, I heard on a stream Ballhead's TV being advertised, and the names that were called Cranky. Even the pastor was mentioned, even though I don't know who is the owner of Ballhead's TV yet. And they were calling out a whole slew of Ballhead. I was on another
Really?
platform. Yes, I heard
Wow.
about Ballhead TV on Coach's desk, and Coach's desk was saying,
Let me type in
So let me
ball
see
head.
who are going at the Ballhead TV,
Let
and
me
they
type in
mentioned
ball head
Pastor, and they
TV and
mentioned
see who is
Cranky,
that.
and they mentioned so
Ball
the
head
one who
TV.
yes,
What kind of
the
who
first I
owns
heard
that?
about it was on
Which
Coach's
anyone
desk.
with a come for that name? Ball head TV.
I don't know who is the owner of it,
All right, ball head TV.
but
Oh, all
I,
right, ball
I
head
hear that
TV.
I hear that I am supposed to be among those who will be on it, but I don't see it pop up on YouTube yet for me to subscribe because I don't I
All
don't
right.
see it yet.
So I saw it. I saw it. Barlett's TV. Let me see them face. Oh my God! I know who it is. I know who it is. And the boy Duckland. Oh my God! Let me give him a like. Let me give him
The
a
other
like.
Senate, the
People, let me put Duckland. It's one Duckland. Guys, go over there and support Duckland's channel. He's the only human being would have tried something like that. Duckland, maybe in this system I can't promote your channel, but I am going to do it when I set my platform up. And when I go back on my computer, which is very soon. So I'm gonna share it and tag it so people can go over there so you can get a kickstart. But you're doing well. You have 34 subscribers. So let me share it in the Discord so people can go and follow the Duckland. Yeah, so Duckland, people no go, just copy it and go over there and support Duckland. All right, he's over there talking all sorts of madness. Said these 5 things could shatter Jamaica's World Cup dreams. Shattered. So why would they do a video like that, Dockland? The first video, the first video. These 5 things could shatter Jamaica's World Cup dreams. So Dockland, why? So if already start one people hate him, If already start one people hate him, I don't know what is wrong with Dockland. First video. Doc, and some people say
Well, Siju Rasa said it was a good show.
all right, so Juras never have no problem with him title. All right, okay. You see for me. Let me go on this phone to see if the title, if the link is pressable. Clickable. I think clickable. Let me see first, people, before we continue, because we have other things to talk on.
Yeah, man, me hear about this
Okay, yes,
Violent
people.
TV.
Dockland, you guys can click the link fast. You can't see the link, guys. The link is clickable. So
You
you
just
guys can
post it
click
in
the
the
link.
chat.
Yeah, I
Okay.
posted it in the chat. So the link is clickable. So guys, go and support Dockland. Go get him to 50 or even 100 subscribers. All right. So people just run over there, man, and give him some subscribers. All right. We need 14 more for Dockland, and then because once you can get him in the algorithm, I think people can find him after. All right. So get it up to go and support Dockland, man. Dockland is a good guy. He supports everything. He said he wants to fight me physically and everything. So give him some subscribers so he can join the train of fighting JD. All right, yes. That means all right. So let me continue now. When is the 60-man pool, 60-man squad coming out? Should be soon. Should be soon. Maybe
The
next
date
week.
for it to be submitted to COPA is passed.
All right. Jerome, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Obviously, in the building said, in my opinion, John Russell have performed better for us than KC Palmer, who I rate highly. With his age, height, and technical ability, Russell can be an asset in the region. I would agree with you on the part of him being an asset for Jamaica, but I think we don't respect how he played for what
KC.
Casey Palmer did when he came here.
Yeah.
I think we don't evaluate him properly. Yes, but if you said it's your opinion, it's your opinion. It's okay. It was too good to be true. Pastor broke the mic. Okay, and yeah, man. We get to a Dockland channel. I'm trying to advertise it so you can get to 50 at least. Yeah, people going over there. People going over there. 38. All right, so we can get the 50 for
JD,
Dockland. It's supposed to be
tell them
38. We
it's
can get Dockland to 100. Maybe
this is the
next week or
original
something.
headset. This headset is the original headset that the first time I came on your program with it, you were wondering what it is. Now I'm taking it all the way down. So it's not the mic broke. I just changed the headset.
All right,
So
wonderful, wonderful. All right,
hopefully
so people.
hopefully we'll get this one to the level where the other one is set at. Because I will move it from where it's at.
People, we have time today. We're gonna do 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. Don't worry yourself. So go over to Dockland. He still need 12 more to reach 50, at least. So we just want to make sure he reaches 50, at least. All right. Triple E said, JD, remember Dockland's tenant is a conspiracy theory. Theorist. All right. Oh
Theorist.
God. Oh God. Oh God. The title was misleading. Laugh out loud. Oh God. All right. So guys, it around. We get big bad Dockland up there, but let me do a little bit better, and then we can move the show. Get him up 6 more, 7 more, 10 more, and then we done. Big up troublemaker. Big up troublemaker. All right. So this will send more people to it. If me comment on it, so it will say that I've watched it, and more people will see his video. All right. So Dockland good now. Dockland. He need to just put out some videos so more people can see him. All right. So 10 more and Dockland reach him target for the day. Now I have to be doing streams while working on my boxing skills. Oh my God. Same still one war. I thought he would have just said, all right, then leave him alone now. Uh, John Russell not being called up regular is is a head scratcher for me. So Cygnus respect John Russell a little bit more. So Pastor, on that John Russell conversation, what would you say? What would you say?
JD, John Russell falls in the pool of players that I believe are mistreated by the Jamaican selectors who want to categorically safeguard certain things for certain players. Notice this, if you have an intelligent ball player like John Russell in the middle of the park, you don't need to run up and down in the park, in the middle of the park. You
So
can know, you see the statement that was made earlier in the chat that we cannot pass from the defense through the midfield.
mhm.
If you put John Russell in there, you can now pass from the defense through the midfield to the front line.
That's why I want to ask you this question then. Do some of these guys get some bad rap based on how the coach come and prioritize other players, prioritize other players and systems that really uh, kill out KC Palmer's game, John Russell game? You think that if they had gotten a chance in this system, where in which you had played Damien Lowe and those guys, they would have done better because they have more protection?
Categorically, yes. If you have a John Russell which is playing deeper line, and I'm going to go to somebody that they have showed preference to using. If it's even Latibodier beside him and KC Palmer ahead of him, that midfield will pass through the midfield to the offensive third, JD. And for the speed factor, you could use Latibodier for the speed factor since they believe John Russell is not fast. And the ability of KC Palmer to come not drop back to deep line, but midway to pick up from his midfielders. Those three midfielders would give us better results than having anybody, not just a Damian Lowe, anybody running up and down in the middle of the park. It stands to reason that, and you see, I think it was 2 days ago or yesterday that I said, I am past where I'm going to accept from the coach that anybody is highlighting any player to him. You are past that brooding house stage. You are in the big foul cub. You must be responsible for the Jamaican team and you get the work. Or for those persons who are not Jamaicans, it is your job as the head coach for the senior national team to put out what is required to take us to the next level. Get all the players that you want for your system. I don't want to hear who tell you about no player. That is in
Facts,
the
facts,
past. So I
facts.
grip me and hold responsible now. It is a tragedy to continue to talk about we having midfield problems. There's John Russell, there's Keroy Anderson, there's KC Palmer. And you know that it is the same thing that kills off Daniel Johnson, Because if you had a John Russell with Daniel Johnson ahead of him, even with Latibodier on the park, you would have had a better cohesion in terms of midfield play.
Okay. All right. So let me go to the final game now because everyone says that Bayern won the blow. No, Real Madrid were going to blow Bayern off the park. So we will be watching later, because I think we're going to see a lot of eye water later. But I will leave that alone for now. So we have Petersburg versus Oxford in the second leg. The first one ended 1-0 to Oxford. Thought that Petersburg came on in the second leg and second half and did very, very well. Very, very well, and could have gotten back a goal in the away leg. It doesn't really count as away goals So if you're squared after full time, it's going to go to penalty or extra time. I think first 10 penalties. All right. So the next one up now, Petersburg at home. How do you see this? We have the three guys that we have Mason Clark. That people told me that he's Jamaican. I've not verified that as yet, so I can't talk on that because I've not verified it as well. But Marlon them tell me, and I trust Marlon them judgment that he is Jamaican. All right. But you have Johnson Clark Harris and you have Mothersill. Mothersill started the last game. As we said, that it was not one of his best games because he never get enough service. Oh, you guys look at this going. Because I still believe that even though it's 2 times in a row Oxford defeated Petersburg, I still believe that Petersburg will put up something because they had learned something in the final part of the game that they're going to continue off. They've realized that the speed transition that they do have, it's hard to live with them. So I have a feeling that Petersburg will come back in this game. I have a feeling they're going to come back and make it a game. If they don't win it, I still believe that they're going to score in this one. All right. Um, Media, what is the highest? Okay, that's the Christmas fighting in the chat. DJ says 2-1 and then extra time. Okay, so you think that Petersburg are coming back in this game? Based on what you saw, you think that Mothersill should get back the start? Because when he came off, uh, it. I don't want to say that the other guy looked better. I think the strategy changed because if he had that strategy from day one, he would have
They
looked
took him
better.
off to
I
change
have
the
a feeling he would have
strategy.
looked better. He would have
They
looked
took him
better than
off.
the
They
other
took
guy.
him off to change the strategy. And I believe what they should have done, but maybe the coach just wanted to send fresh legs out there with the new information. So if the coach goes with that information and start Mothersill at his brilliant best with something to play for, to hush up all the naysayers that he deserves to be called for Copa and World Cup qualifiers in
So you still
June.
have you still have people thinking that Madasil doesn't deserve to play. I think after that, him making him reaching this far,
Let me
it
ask you.
can
Let
be
me
better.
ask you this: do you believe that you still have people that believe that the former right back should come back?
Oh, oh,
The famous one that was in the debacle with Hector that threatened
okay,
Hector.
okay. Okay. I know what you're talking now. But I
Mm.
had said, I have no problem if he's playing better than the rest. And we can fix things.
If
I have no
he's
problem
playing
with
better
that.
than the rest,
Yes.
who are the rest?
That's
Lati
Latimer,
Bodier,
Lembe-Kisa.
Wes Harding,
Yeah.
Lemba say who we going to come back over?
I don't know. We are going to evaluate them now.
That's what I'm saying. When you clarify that, and I agree with that kind of a subscription. If he is playing better than the rest, the answer is yes. But at what point and on what metric do you grade them for you to say, because these are the players that he will have to be better than. It is not Javian Brown or Fisher.
He has not been playing so regular, people. He has not been playing so regular because they made a big change. They made a big change to the roster and bring my boy from Newcastle. I think took his spot. Is it Yedlin? I think Yedlin. Let me tell you. I think it's Yedlin. Yes, it's Yedlin. It's like Yedlin, but Yedlin suffered an injury, so maybe that's something to help his cause to get some more game time. But yes, he has been struggling to get game. But Yedlin, I class Yedlin as a higher level player than him, so I could understand how Yedlin comes
Yeah,
to him and get the
but
game over him because Yedlin have the experience in the Premier League and everything. Don't.
all I'm saying, JD, is that the foolishness that obtained in the past, where the administration impose on the coach, I believe that we should go past that. And since I am sticking to the 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 pledge of the chairperson for the selection committee saying that they will do better, and the truth is, you have seen evidence of them doing better since the election. So we go with that, and we go with God and trust that things will be better in every aspect of what is required to move us forward.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Um, Damian Gibbons, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Emperor said JD Mike too low. Our Pastor Mike too low. I think Pastor Mike is just bigger than my Mike. And I have my setup here now because I was working on my computer to get some things working. Yeah, and I almost finalized everything. So I am going to come back with my big bad system. So don't worry yourself. Yeah.
I am glad in you are being bad.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think it's a different caliber of situations. I think what I see Madasil doing, Madasil is very much younger. One of the young bright sparks,
Yeah.
possible to play for Jamaica. But I think anybody said that Madasil can't make Jamaica team or shouldn't be considered. Just don't watch football. I don't think they've been watching football, and that is just a fact. You understand me? Because if you're watching football and you're gonna say Cole need to be there, but yet still not looking at what Mother still doing and his age and everything and how fast he's growing. So that means you can calculate to say that maybe he's gonna reach here by such time. You understand? Because that's how you have to map out things. So no,
The
I think
two players that some of the same persons reference should be there are performing and despite one of them scoring goals in good rate,
mhm.
I don't see that player at the level of Mothersill. I don't. And here is where I am going to level my argument or my position on what I have just said. To be a very good footballer, you must have very good ball control.
Mhm.
None of the two players that people are touting should be there, whilst they're saying Mothersill is not ready, have the
Okay.
kind of control that Mothersill has of the
So
football.
Pastor, you sometimes what are you saying? What you heard? What other people said?
The
What?
persons who are suggesting that Mothersill is not ready
Mm-hmm.
are at the
From here.
same time suggesting that Kaheem Dixon and Whisper should
Okay.
be there
Okay. Okay. Okay.
at the
Okay.
same time, simultaneously. So
Okay.
I cannot bridge the gap, the divide in making sense of their argument. Because for people who watch football, football is about being able to control the football in transition. It's not just about stopping a football. Because if you are a defender can stop a football, and there's not a
Mm-hmm.
problem. A forward line player who is under a press, it's not that you stop the football, it's that you control the football in transition. So you leave
Mm-hmm.
the attack, the player that is heading towards you behind.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Neither
enough.
Dixon nor Whisper has that at a level that suggests readiness for international football. And anybody who wants to challenge me, go and check all the games you have seen them play and watch them
I
control the football and see if what I'm saying is not crystal clear.
I wouldn't go down into those details of the controlling and stuff and everything, but I would say that Motherseal is better than both of them. Yes, I would strongly say so. Motherseal is better than both of them, and he's further
By more
along.
than 25%.
No, I'm not going to give a percentage, but I would say yes, he's better than both of them. And if I'm gonna call anybody, I would have called him over them. To be honest, that is true. I'm not going to go into any metrics of what I think they are not good at or whatever, but I don't think none of them reach that level. That they should be mandated to be in the national team. I'm very sorry. I know a lot of people would get upset when they say those things because they have their own narratives. But based on what I'm seeing, yes, he's ahead of them. Um, Pastor, some of these people don't have any football sense. Most of them are delusional. That's what Kevin Facey says. Peter Mystic said, what two players? He answered that one. Dr. Era said, agree with Pastor. And Mr. Revolution turned up all of a sudden. All right, straight call a name. Look, I get stuck in algorithm. Which brilliant stats pastor says Whisper isn't ready for international? What a man bias. Well, that's his pastor's take. He gave his take, so he argues points and stuff. But for me, I would agree that he's not above well, again. But I would understand if they do still pick him because I know that Jamaica runs off sensationalism and also fan favorite over the years because I've watched it for 30 years. So you could see them go above him and pick the next one because of these sensationalism things. But based on what I'm seeing in football, I don't think he's better than him. I think Mothersill should get the nod over him as well.
Jenny, you see,
And that was between Whisper and Mothersill, not Kaim
yeah,
Dixon, because I don't think Kaim Dixon, based on what Whisper keep on doing, I think Whisper might slightly not the versatility part, because I still think Whisper need to work on the versatility part, and that will come over time. But I think he might, if he continues to play like this, he's going to surpass Kaim Dixon because what I like about Kaim Dixon is the versatility. I saw a game the other day. Someone sent to me. Thanks very much, people. Uh, for on it, yeah. And I'm surprised that I don't hear anybody give their take on it. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe we need to see one more year of Dixon to really crown him because he's young, same way. So sometimes his form drop, and So let me see. Let me see.
JD, you know what I don't understand? Nothing I said a while ago takes away from us or anybody giving credit to Whisper's rapid improving where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing I said a while ago
No, man, you're right.
negatively impact that.
But pastor. That's why I'm saying it. That's why when you react to that, a viewer that's just watching for the information cannot understand because no, it would have come off. All the argument gone down because you keep on a fight with Revolution. Revolution
Okay,
just said some things because Revolution is exactly what the problem is in our reasoning. You get me? Him just stand on one thing. He's not going to look at the him saying this. Him not look at the next player none at all. You get me? And you, the fact that you have time to look at the next player, and you come to a conclusion, it just causes you a problem. So Revolution, we're gonna give you a little time to watch the player, and then you come to your conclusion. All right? Yes. I don't care what you want to write because you're the head of the pillar gang. We are reasoning logically here. All right. Early start, gents. Blessings. Big up yourself, Warren. Webster. I'm at home, It's Wednesday, so we just wear drop it. All right. Whisper performance better than Mothersill. Mothersill have 3 goals in 23 games, while Whisper have 7 goals in 9 games. But you're so dodgy that seems, and Mothersill don't have 3 goals as well. Mothersill have six to 7 goals for the season, but clearly you have not watched anything. You're only talking about the league itself, which he has 3 goals and 3 assists in the league itself. But he had played the cups coming up, which he brought them closer to winning a overall trophy. All right. Yes, he brought them to the semifinals to win a trophy. So he pretty much won a trophy as well at a competitive league. So it's not the same Revolution. So it's tough when I see you take this approach. You're not welcoming the discussion. So you don't go and look at the thing. And I am not disrespecting any player, but I know that Mothersill is ahead of him. I know. All right, both Mothersill and Hutchinson, and you can't change my mind. All right. Yes, because I've watched both of them, so that's why I've come to that conclusion. And not just him, Mothersill and Hutchinson is still better than Mothersill and Hutchinson is I would still say is above Washington, just the same. Above Sturge, Casadine is very good. So I would say Casadine might drop below above. He's still above. Casadine might be above Mothersill, but not Hutchinson. So Casadine is the next one. Will be breaking through to the big time football. All right. See, they always leave off things. Thank you, JD. Yeah, man. No, but that is just them doing that because I'm watching the games and I'm the one collecting the information. So I don't fight with them. I just leave them talk and do them thing. But I have to give the people the information, which is the facts. And it's 2 different leagues. league. One is a youth league and one is a professional league, which is completely different. All right. Yeah, you can't compare them. All right. So let me move on now. Dr. Yer says they're playing in two different leagues. One is higher than the other. So how can you compare them? That's what I've just said. Dr. Euro. But he doesn't really factor that in. He's just gonna see what he has to say. So I'm not gonna fight with him. It's his take. It's his take to say what he has to say. All right. All right. So in total, let me just give you some numbers here. Um, Madasil did play the Prem 3 times this year. Then he left and he played the FA Cup 2 times this year as well. Then he played the EFL Trophy. This is where he made a breakout. Played 7 times, scored 3 goals, and had 2 assists. And then now in the actual League One, he has 3 goals and 3 assists. So in total, he has 5 assists and 6 goals this season. 5 assists and 6 goals for a person that just signed for a competitive league and played himself in contention to be one of the starters. And he's pretty much getting starts in
He's
the
starting
playoffs.
now at the back end of
So
the season.
I think that is a big thing, Mr. Revolution. If you can't reason that way, I'm very sorry. I'm sorry for Revolution. I think you're clearly lost on this one, Big Boss. All right. So, anyways, let me move on to the next ones now. So, you have a prediction for that game?
Yeah, I'm going with the prediction that I think DJ had put up
Mm-hmm.
2-1, and then they're going to. I would want to go that because I'm going to go this week again where I'm promoting the Reggae Boys
Mm-hmm.
that they're going to do well enough. Yes, yes, you know. They,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
am so proud of.
Let me give you
I
credit.
wasn't
Let me give
here.
you
I
credit.
wasn't here.
Let me give you credit,
JD,
Pastor.
hold on,
Pastor,
JD. No,
I'm giving a credit because I thought you're so delusional that week. And when I saw it starting with Michail Antonio boss one in the back, and I'm saying, Jesus God, Pastor look like Pastor look like.
I wasn't here to highlight them and say how proud of them I am and how they made my head swell bigger with their performances. I am so elated. Yes. And it's not just that I got it right, it's that they played true to form. It's not that I got it right. It is that they made, like a proud father seeing a child
Oh
do
my God.
exceptionally
Hear the
above
bragging
what
there.
he
Hear the bragging.
wanted. You know, I want to praise them and laud them and award them and say thank you, Reggae Boys. So I'm going to say again, the three Reggae Boys, they are going to bounce back and they're going to win by one arm. No, I'm going to go better. 3-1. So they don't need the extra time. So they win an aggregate. 3-1. I'm
Three
going to
one.
go better. But the three Reggae Boys at them. And then we call all three of them for qualifiers and Copa.
All right, all right. So we have some comments here. Mr. Revolution, come back again. Um, Whisper performance better than Madasil, which he never watched Madasil. The games are still up. Mr. Revolution. Madasil have 3 goals in 23 games. You said that before. Mirac says 2-0 to Oxford. Ooh. All right. Can't compare U21 to League One. League One is higher, which I do believe. Mr. Revolution come back again. Says Whisper is dominating the league that he is in, while Madasil stats is mediocre. In a league that he is in, he is participating in. I don't think you watch the two players then because I wouldn't say none of the two of them dominating any league because I don't think you're watching
Which,
this game and I think you're a liar. I can call you a liar, Mr. Revolution. Yes, I can call you a liar on that one. You use the word dominating because you tried to put the stats in. All right, but
but JD,
no, no, no.
without
He's
him
playing too
watching
much.
them,
He's not dominating nothing in no place, Papa.
JD, without him watching them,
Let me stop lying to
he
ourselves.
keeps talking about 3 goals. Hold on. He keeps talking about 3 goals. You just read out 11 goal contributions, 6 goal and five
Yeah, but
assists.
he's going to say that the man played more games to get those
Yes,
total.
but 11 in 23, JD. That's
No, no, not in
50%.
23 because you have to add the rest to it. So he's gonna say in total that is 27 games. So 11 in 27 games.
11. Oh, hold on, hold
27
on, hold on.
games.
No, no, no. Let me shoot. Let me shoot him down.
But that's still not
11
bad.
in 23.
Huh?
11 in 27. No, no, no. 11 in 27. That is a better goal contribution return than Leon Baller Bailey has. Take that to the bank, Mr. Revolution. Because if you take up Leon Bailey Baller, Baller Bailey contribution,
Mm-hmm.
he is scoring one in
Let me give you Liam Bailey one second here, dear.
5.6. He's scoring one in 5.6. Mothersill is scoring one
Yeah,
in
but
2
no, but
point something.
that Pastor, that is not fair. That means you have to put all of Liam Bailey's numbers together and games.
Yes.
Let me get Liam Bailey
If you put
numbers
all
and
of
games.
Leon Bailey's 3 season games together, all of his goal scoring contribution together, because you're talking about their career. All of Leon
Hold
Bailey is
on,
one in
hold on,
5.6.
hold on, hold on. I'm gonna get it up here because we want to make sure we have the proof. So Liam Bailey, okay, that 6 goals contribution here in 10. So Liam Bailey played 44 games out of the first 2 competitions. So he has 11 goals and 13 assists. So that is 11 and 13. That is 24 goals
24.
contribution. All right. He didn't score in the Carabao Cup. He didn't score in the so 24 that is, and then in the qualifiers he scored 2 goals and an assist. 23, 24. So we have to count that because it's games. All right. So he had let me tell you 44 games right here, 46 games, 49, 46, 49 games, 50 games the NBA played. And his goals contribution out of 50 would be, and this is at a higher level, so I don't think you're classing the levels, but you're just looking at the metrics to ask why are you
Yeah.
thinking like that? Okay, but
Yeah.
let me just give it to you. So 50 games, and he has 3 goals contribution here. 23 and 19, 20, 22, and then 6, 29. So 29 in 50. 29 in 50.
That's this season.
Yes, yes, yes. Which is good.
Okay. But I wasn't using just this season. And remember, this is his breakout season. But the reason I drew the comparison, though,
Mm-hmm.
JD, is
Mm-hmm.
because he is comparing Whisper at a lower league to Mothersill. So
Oh, okay,
that's
okay,
why I
okay,
drew the comparison.
okay,
And
okay,
I used one of his favorite players to draw the comparison.
okay,
So
okay, okay, okay.
that's why I drew it. I am pretty much very much aware that Mothersill is not Bailey's equal. The same
Okay,
way I am
okay, okay, okay.
saying
No, no,
Whisper
no,
is not Mothersill's equal.
no, I understand what you're saying.
Good.
No, people, just listen to. You should have let Pastor Land so you understood what he was saying. So that's
Yes.
why we should stop. Let the man him talk first now before. All right, so let me go through the rest of the comments. Um, Sian says putting down one player to hype up another shows disgusting. That's what Sian Boyne says. One Love says, JD, why you disrespected MG? Or what are you saying? I don't remember disrespecting anybody, so I am clueless to what you're talking about. All right? Yes. So if you think I disrespected anyone, then find the proof and send it to me, and then I can explain to you on what you're talking about. All right? Yes, but from my reality, I have no clue what you're talking about. Kevin Jones says, bless up JD and Pastor. Kevin, big up yourself. Controversial, Leon Bailey is in the Premier League. No. I think he was trying to make a point, but you guys never gave him the chance to make his point. Whisper is nominated for a Player of the Month of April. He's killing it in Prem 2. Oh, God, yes, God.
These
But
people
then
listening
here,
is
I
not their
wonder
strong
if a
point.
EPL Liam Bailey playing. Yes, he's playing. Yeah, Liam EPL Wells. But I think he was trying to make a point. But all you guys need to do is let him finish before you jump the gun, and that's always sell narratives. Pastor, you're going too far. Marlon, you should have give him the chance to finish. All right. Mothersill stats nowhere near Bailey, Pastor. No, he was trying to use it. Oh God.
No, but
So
didn't
Bailey
I
have
say
29 in
Mothersill
two.
is
Bailey
not
have
in
29
Bailey's?
in two
Is not
seasons.
Bailey's equal?
And Mothersill have 11 in 20. 20 much? Let me check it. So you see what that's funny? Yeah. So 11 in what? 20. 11 in 29. Yes, 11 in 29. 11 in 29 we are counting here, and he played one in 30. 11 in 30. Because these are the three games we are counting. He played in FA Cup 2, 32. 11 in 32. 11 in 32.
JD, they totally miss me saying, based on the same dynamics that they are using, the same way Mothersill is not in Bailey's class because Bailey is EPL. Bailey it
Oh,
is not Bailey's
Pastor, you
equal.
said you're losing the argument, but you know. Yeah.
No, 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 no. Hold on, hold on. Because they're not factoring what they're saying.
No,
Whisper
people,
just got to Prem two.
people give you a win, Because Congo say,
Yeah,
Pastor, spin it back for them, So, Pastor, land, you land, let me hear you have to say now.
Whisper just got to Prem two. Not a full season in Prem two. And you're comparing Mothersill, who played Prem 2 and is now playing at a higher league than Prem 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't see that as the same thing as me drawing. And I went deliberately for Leon Bailey because
Okay.
Leon Bailey has 3 seasons in the EPL. 3 seasons. This is his best season. If you add his best season to those previous 2 seasons, JD, Leon Bailey's goal contribution is at about 5.6.
Mm-hmm.
But I went further to say, despite Mothersill's season and his returns, he is not Bailey's equal.
I think,
The
Pastor, we can
same
agree with
way
you.
Whisper is not Mothersill's equal.
Um, all right, Pastor. Let me make the crowd decide. So, people, is it Mr. Revolution or Pastor win the war? Let me know, because at first people that beat him, but Pastor come back with a solvable conversation. So, all right, Pastor Whisper got just go to Prem 2, and Mothersill just go to League 1. Yeah, but both of them go to 2 different leagues. So Mirac, so you have to give the money. I think Pastor have a point here. I think you guys are bullied, Pastor. You're not bullying. Liam Bailey have 90 goals contribution in 34. No, 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 no. Okay, you're using leagues alone. You see me try manipulate. Yo, why this is Mr.
He
Revolution
is
talking now.
trying to manipulate the situation, JD, when I am sticking to the general principle of his first statement, the argument that he's making. He's talking about Whisper in Prem 2, which is Whisper's total career that he's using.
Mm-hmm.
I am using Mothersill's total career. When he was in Prem 2, he's now at League 1. If you use Mothersill's total career, he is light years ahead of Whisper. Even though when you use Bailey total EPL career, his
Yes.
goal contribution is about 5.6 because of the 2 meager seasons before this one. Mothersill is not Bailey's equal. And I said that in the first thing where they totally fly over their head. The same way Whisper is
Okay,
not
no,
Mothersill's
that's why the
equal.
people, but Pastor, that's why the people I'm fighting with you in the chat, because they use 1 to 3 seasons, which is not fair.
No, 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 no.
Oh, but that
Whisper,
was his that was
Whisper's
his eldest.
career is only cited in Prem 2. That's what Revolution did. So I'm using the career of the player that he's measuring because Mothersill played Prem 2 and has advanced to League 1. And you're still comparing Whisper, who is not even a full Prem 2 season, to Mothersill, who has played Prem 2 season,
All right, all right, all right. So
plus is now in League 1. So it's not just Mothersill's League 1 that he's using to compare with Whisper. No, you're saying Whisper is Mother Seal's equal because he's now dominating Prem 2. Dominating what? When Mother Seal was so
Yeah,
he
but
could
this is
go.
that. But so King J used a cheat code. King J says Whisper is more closer to Premier League football, meaning someone can easily get injured and they bring him into the first team, which is true, which is technically true. But I still remember, the reason why maybe Madison never get signed for Everton, was solely down to them financial situation, All right, so you never may know because he did well this season. They want to take back a gamble on him, or maybe his team go into the championship and then they try to buy him direct. All right.
And this is
So
a report put out by this is a report put out by the EPL club. Correct. Correct. Isn't this what Everton put out themselves?
yes, Everton put that out themselves.
Yes,
Yes,
this is
yes, yes.
good.
Everton had
So,
put it out.
and
They
again,
they they
JD,
like what
the
they like.
reason
They
I
like.
went for the reason I went for Bailey, the reason I went for Bailey is to show that your goal contribution in the league that you're playing is not the sole determining factor, but the level of the league is to be appreciated in determining your credit,
Um.
because Mothersil's performance at League One
Let me.
does not make Mothersill equal to Leon Bailey in the Premier League. And that's why I went for
Why,
Leon Bailey.
Pastor? Love. All right. So him say him want Mother Seal winter thing. I can't put anything on the screen because I don't have my normal computer. All right. So that will resume tomorrow, Mr. Revolution. That's what I've said. I don't have my normal computer. All right. Ben said, "Stop being biased. Whisper is doing very well. And has a higher ceiling than Madasil. Ben, I cannot say he has an higher ceiling than Madasil. I think we have to be careful of what we just said. Ben dear. And he's doing very well. Nobody said he's not doing very well. I remember it's the argument he's having. So, but Madasil is doing very well as well, Bent. Because for a player left and go straight into League One and doing well and command a starting spot with players that went in the championship, compare and goal scoring in championship, and he gets game over them and contributes. That is very much of a successful season. We have never seen Whisper in no level like what he's in now. So we have to be careful, Bent. We have to be careful. I have not seen anything from Whisper to say that Whisper have a higher ceiling than Madasil. We have to be careful of what we're saying. Both Whisper showcase that he can do good things, but Madasil have proven himself over a longer period of time at several different levels. So at this point, I would say that Madasil has the higher ceiling because I've seen how much he proves himself until Whisper can go places and go places and go places. We saw Whisper in the Manning Cup and we saw him in the Prem 2 now. So we give him kudos. We give him respect. He's having a good season. That is good.
Yes.
But we can't omit what others did. That is unfair. Haircut bent. So and nobody no bias. All right. Okay, I understand. No, yeah, man. We have to go with information. All right. We have to go with information over time. We can't just say for determine who have a higher ceiling because if Madasil keep on improving, U18 was his biggest season, which he was one of the best. U21, the competition that was there, let me tell you, Dian Rankin was there. Omari Hutchinson was there at that. Burstow was there. U21s last year, I don't even think Whisper will be considered in the actual U21 at all. Even if he comes today, he could have made the U21. What was there at Chelsea last year? You know the players them that was there last year. So for Mothersill to still get game, you see what I'm saying? So we can't do these things. We have to go back into history, get everything with every player that was on the team, and show you the level that they were. Let me give you U21s last year. Chelsea U21 team last year. Let me give it to you because you guys really don't know what I want. So let me give you Chelsea U21 last year because not disrespect it. Let me give you U21 last year. Hope they have it. All right, 2021, 2022. So we all right, 2021, 2022 season. All right. So let me get Chelsea 2021, 2022 season. That's what I want. I want to play them to give it to you. All right. You're not hearing me. Sorry about that. Let me give you the. I'm trying to get the U21s from 2022 or whenever year. Chelsea was not in this one. So when Chelsea played U21, they played U21, man. Chelsea U21 2023, 2022, 2023 season. Let me give you the players them, the name of the players them. I just wanted to get the name of the players them. All right. So this is 20. All right. Good. All right. So let me give you some names that they had in the thing. Casadine Dyer. All right. Let me no man. So Shara. Oh, hold on. So now which season Hutchinson and play? Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to get the season where you have all of these.
2021, 2022, I think.
It looked like a 2021, 2022. No. Revolution. It's don't no. That you can't say who is. You see, you start spinning the narrative. It has to be your competitors. Because if you have Ronaldo, Messi there, and you can't get the game, oh, that makes sense, brother. What kind of reasoning this? So if you have Ronaldo and Messi, them they will turn out to be big Premier League players, big Championship players. That no kind of show you that the level was harder to deal with. And remember, Manchester City had a super squad as well, So the teams that they're playing with, as well are way better than these teams, though. So everything about Prem 2 was better last season by a mile. So no matter with it, all right? And that is not me disrespecting the player. I am just trying to bring the facts to you so I can give you the level of players that was there last year. So just give me a chance to find their names. I'm going to go to the start of the season. Let me go to the start of the season so I can get it. All right, let me get way down. All right, so this is what, 2023, Man City. All right, let me pick this game because I think they would play their best players. All right. So we are up front. We had Barstow, Vale. That's RV Vale, All right. That's RV Vale, All right. RV Vale. At this point, All right. So RV Vale. So I'm naming out the players them so you guys know what's going on. All right. So we have RV Vale. Let me click RV Vale right here. RV Vale. RV Vale. RVL is 20 years old now. He was the CAM last year. He's in League One, Bristol Rovers. 1.5 million market value at this point. All right. I'm just showing you. We're going back, We have Omari Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson was over the left-hand side. We have Dean Rankin and we have Mr. Barstow as the 4 up front right here. So those are the 4 we're talking about on the field itself, On the field itself. All right. Then on the bench, you have Malik Madasil, Ben Elliott, Casadine on the bench, Casadine on the bench last year, All right. I'm done. I was just trying to explain to you. That's why he could make the team because these other guys
Those are the
are
persons
playing,
he would be
they're
competing
playing
with
at
to
high
make the
level
team.
now. So hold on. Why? Okay, the man to me I use excuses.
Notice something, JD. Notice something. Every single one of those players have matriculated and have
into high
shown their worth at a higher level. Every single one of them.
So we have to be revolution. Be honest, man. Just be honest that the team was immensely harder to make last year. All right. It's harder to make last year than this year. All right. Mr. Man said, Whisper is a perfect profile for coaches in academy. Good shot, good athleticism. If he had more technical ability to his game, his transition to men's football better than typical academy grads. Okay, fair enough. Good point. Mr. Man, and I agree with that. Pastor and JD losing this one. No, man, we're not losing it because we'll go back and prove to you that all of these guys, one man go look at this, one man go down to the championship and you have to say Hutchinson pretty much qualified them, because Hutchinson gained them 14 points, when I was checking, So the Hutchinson Ipswich made 120 million, and Hutchinson market value are going up by the week, So by next week, His normal market value might jump to 6.5 million, but you have to have 20 million to get Hutchinson, 20 million, and he was on the bench on the start over the same side with Madison would have been, and then you have Barstow, you have Barstow. That was the one that Pochettino says that he's the most naturally gifted goal scorer before they send him out on loan. Go and read who Pochettino was impressed with. All right, so these are all players. Ranking is rapid, and Harveyville is very, very technical. All right, so it was a harder team, admit it. All right, we want to hear stats. Okay. All right, so let me put in Omari Hutchinson because Omari Hutchinson dominated the league. Omari Hutchinson.
No, he's fixated on is Mothersill stats, and he refused to hear that you said Mothersill was on the bench. You put
No,
out it, and that Mothersill was
I was fighting why Madison was on the bench, but he can't fight
yes.
the war, so he changed it. All right.
So that's why he's fixated on Mothersill's stats,
All right. So
which
no,
is going.
we're gonna go through all the players them stats. We're gonna go through all the players them stats. It's okay. We will deal with this man. Let me get all of his stats. Omari Hutchinson projected to go up in value as well. All right. So that's a good one. He's projected to go up in value. So that's a good one. So that means I don't know if it's gonna jump to 10 million. Don't know if it's gonna jump to 10 million, but don't think they're gonna put him up to 10 million. All right, so let me see full stats. All right, I want to get every year, so let me give you Omari Hutchinson stats because Omari Hutchinson have some mad stats over his time, man. In Prem 2, No, Mirak, if Whisper make the bench of that team, Mirak, I would be impressed. If he had made the bench of that team, Mirak, that is madness, Mirak. You can't. That is unfair, Mirak. You can't judge me that way because if he makes them,
I don't think he's judging you, JD. I think he's responding to them in the chat. I don't think he's talking to you.
Okay.
I think he's responding to what's going on in the chat.
All right.
Because
all right,
remember
so
that
we just got Mother Seal stats. We just got Hutchinson stats. So Hutchinson stats, Prem 2, they put it together. Because I think he played 2 seasons of Prem 2.
yes.
Listen to this, good. Listen to this. Clean out your wax them out your ears, Mr. Revolution. 39 games played, 13 goals, 14 assists. In 39 games.
27.
In Prem 2. In U18s, he played 20 games. And he had 7 goals and 8 assists in 20 games. And so far in the championship, he played 44 games and scored 10 goals and 6 assists. So his record overall, so his youth Prem 2 record is not normal. His youth Prem 2 record for a wing player is not normal. With 13 goals and 14 assists in 39 games played. Yes. 13 goals. He's a winger. He has 14 assists.
But he's leaving off the 14. That's 27 goal contribution in 39 games.
Goals contribution in 39 games. All right, so stop disrespect the youth. Give the youth him credit. The youth was talented. All right, with so much talent. And look for the minutes. Look at the minutes. He had played only 2,971 minutes. Played 2,971 minutes. Big boss. Whisper is 9 games, 7 goals. Whisper leading Hutchinson. Oh God. So he only made I love Mr. Revolution, man. I love
I don't love this.
Let me move on
because this is what a madness.
Mr. Revolution will not stop. So far, Hutchinson's career, 123 games played, and he scored 36 goals and had 32 assists in his career. That is amazing. So that is 68 goals contribution in total. That is very good for a winger. All right. Okay. I'm done. JD proving my point. Whisper goal contribution better than all of them. No, that is a lie. That's a lie. Anyways, let me step it up now because we wanted to put the 23 in this one. We wanted to put the 23 in this one. No, no. You see, no, Mr. Revolution, boy, something wrong with it, man. To get these numbers in such short span in this amount of time, if Whisper does replicate that, 13 goals, 14 assists in the same amount of games, I would be impressed. All right, I would be impressed. I want a trophy. All right. All right. So let me move on now. Let me look at who's performing now, and we're going to pick a 23. 23. All right? Thanks. Okay. All right. So, people, because my wife and daughter went to the store, the mall. So I got KFC, you know?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So KFC in the house. 9-7 is remarkable. All them man are playing home. Whisper just reached a fair enough deal. But he's trying to downplay the other guys. So I'm just telling him he's talking foolishness. So, Pastor, we go with the 23. We go, guys, make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. All right?
I will start with the safest position. I don't know that we'll get through all the positions today based on what time you may or may not have. So I will start with the safest one, the goalkeepers, and see if we can pick 3 goalkeepers.
I do be get KFC. Yeah. KFC. The receipt KFC. Yeah. big up, Demo. How you doing, man? All right. Mr. Yeah, man, but he's okay because we show him the numbers and he still find excuse, you know. But JD, if he's performing this good and with a weaker team, what could he do in a stronger team? Maybe he may get a game to prove that. That's what they say. That's because the problem is, you know, Mothersill never get much minutes. That's why he was upset. You understand me? So I'm saying maybe he doesn't get much more game because these guys prove that they are excelling at a ridiculous rate.
JD, if we're looking at the quality, and I'm not going to say anything else on it after saying this, if we're looking at the quality of the guys that were there and couldn't get no game, which of these players would Whisper be selected above? Because the write-up for all of these guys from Chelsea was very gratifying as it relates to their quality. So, and this is not to downplay what Whisper has achieved since he has been there. Nobody, I will say again, nobody is trying to diminish that. But what we're saying is there are levels to what is happening. The same way I said Whisper is not Bailey's equal is the same measuring stick I'm using to say that Mothersill is not Bailey's equal is the same measuring stick I'm drawing to say Whisper is not Mothersill's equal. And I'm talking presently, not what the future holds, because I am not Jesus Christ. Whisper may very well be better than Lee and Bailey in the future.
Free advertisement. Well,
but he may very well also fall off. That is also true. So I'm speaking to them within the present construct. They are at 3 different levels. So their performances being good, or if you want to use adjective or superlatives and say excellent and fabulous and whatever you want to, at their level, they are doing very well where they are right now. But the level below does not measure up to the level that is ahead of it. You don't get them to be equal. And that's where I rest what I'm saying on that subject. As it relates to the 23, the goalkeepers that are on form
Mm-hmm.
for the 23,
Adai, going. Adai is the one that you think coming in, right? For
I
you.
would bring in. I would still carry Blake, but I would carry Blake as the number three because of the injury. Remember, he came off injured in a match. Was about 5 minutes
Yeah,
in the
but
match.
he's back on forward. Blake. So you bring him once Blake come,
No, no, no,
his
no.
foot is
He's
good.
the number
All
one
of them.
keeper, now, but because you said on form, and I believe fitness must play a role in our form classification. So because he's not fully fit, I don't think he's over 85% fit. So I am not going to. He's the number one keeper, but I'm not putting him
Man,
first up.
Pastor, I said because he was injured. Oh God. But Pastor, you can't say certain words. Me I tell you, so when you say certain words, people don't process nothing after, I tell you,
Anybody who believe that I am mad enough to think Blake is not our number one keeper does not belong here, and that includes Marlon, who I have a lot of respect for. Marlon, you need to listen. Anybody who believes that I am saying Blake is not our number one keeper does not belong here. Blake is our senior national team number one goalkeeper. I am saying I would not start him in the first two games in the World Cup qualifiers in this window in June because he will not be coming in match sharp as the other guys. And the second goalkeeper that we have, I don't believe we credit him enough for the work he has done, JD.
Okay, that's weight. So you think weight
We,
get Drake
yes,
Mayweather saying Knight get goalkeeper of the week twice in a row. So you think that Knight gets back in because I've always thought highly of Knight, but one thing you see when Jamaicans done with you, they've done with because you see every time I try to fight for Knight, the whole them are there. Our Knight doing a Suriname, they can't forgive him. Fling a ball in the back of the net. So it doesn't matter. So Dre, anyway, you were one of those guys that saying that Knight fling ball in the back of the net. So Dre, anyway, based on what he did now, would you call him back? Let me know, Dre, anyway, because you are one of the man. You and Marlon, Travis, and the man that talk about who him fling ball in the back of the net. All right. So let me hear what you have to say. I can call you out.
JD. I am the reason I would carry Blake is
Yeah,
because
let,
you need the senior statesman to be in camp with the young guys. It's not that he's fit that he cannot play. It's that based on the form of the other goalkeepers who are playing and the work they have done, I am going to start with
But no, but
in the
Pastor,
first
you have a
game.
point. You have a point. Mr. Revolution, stop the madness. Pastor have a point because the last time Blake was not fully fit and we had start. So he may come in already never ready. And then once he get fit, then bring him back in.
Yeah,
So that's what Pastor trying to say. Don't.
yeah,
Pastor,
that's it.
you need to find different words because once you start off with the it word where hurt them feelings, I hit that for you.
I am only speaking the truth. So, JD, at this time though, and this is not saying I would not discard Knight from my goalkeeping pool. The same way I am not discarding Connor Boyce Clark, but I wouldn't carry Connor Boyce Clark
Yeah, I'm not either.
in the 23 at this time. I
Yeah, I
would
agree.
go for Adai.
I die. Knight,
So it would be Wait, Adai
Blake,
second, and Blake.
Blake. So the five goalkeepers we're talking about is Adai, Boys Clark, Knight, Wait, and Blake. Correct.
Yes, those are the five goalkeepers presently in the pool for me. I see them carry they're talking up the young goalkeeper the other day, which might be a factor or not. But these five goalkeepers, I believe, would be ahead of him. And so I would pick the three. And I'm not saying he does not factor into the pool at some point,
Mm-hmm.
but I would go with this. I don't have coaching credentials, but the same way we would have looked at weight and see how weight operate and what weight did, I would carry a die on those same premise. He did well when he was called. I don't know why he was never called back. And I believe he's doing well presently. He's on form presently. So I would those would be my three goalkeepers for the 23-man squad. So we now need to find 20 players in the outfield. If you don't
So like I said,
have any,
Adai gets a nod.
yeah,
Then you go back for weight because weight did well. That's what he said.
yes,
And then Blake come in. Blake come in. So if he's
yes.
in good condition, he's
If
good.
Blake is
So
over
Adai,
75% fit, if Blake is over 75% fit, and I have the quality goalkeepers that I have, I am not going in any major competition without my captain and my senior goalkeeper, the number one goalkeeper. If he's over 75% fit and the medical report shows that he can get better to play in at least the last game in on the tour, I am not going anywhere
but
without my captain.
people cause we are saying so Sherman Scott said JD England bringing injured player to be fit. I remember Beckham was they pretty much bring up Beckham injured
Let
because
me
of
name the
injury
injured players that England carry.
back in the history.
Michael
Back in
Owen.
the history. Back in the days, but not now. Not now. Back in the days.
No, hold on. Michael Owen,
Yeah, but
Beckham.
we said back in the days. Back in the days.
Um,
But not now.
what the next one name? Rooney. What the next
Yeah,
one name?
McCall Rooney and
Yeah,
Beckham. Beckham did injured, and him that try force him
Beckham,
to get fit.
Owen, Rooney. Me always and a lamp. I did Lampard. I did Lampard.
No,
Me always I mix up the two of them.
Gerard
Gerard
was
and
injured.
Gerard.
Gerard was injured.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, if you're a big player, I saw it before. I saw it happen before. Between the
And it happens in more than one
02 and
team.
06 World Cup, the 02 and 06 games. Yes, I think so. Yeah, they were carrying injuries and they were there. And
The
but if
four
Rooney
players
and
I
Beckham,
named, the four players I named, were put in oxygen chamber to get them ready to go with the World
well,
Cup squad.
well, I'm trying to explain. That's what I said, Pastor. That's what
But
I
this is
said.
not unique to England. Brazil did it because Dunga was injured when he went for 94 World Cup, prior to 94 World Cup. He wasn't fully fit when he made the World Cup trip, but he was
Mhm.
captain of Brazil.
Yeah, so but no, but maybe not, maybe no, maybe no. That is true. Maybe no, it don't happen. Sherman, but before it happened a lot of times. No, remember now it's more about money, and a man try to protect his brand more than anything else. Before the man will tear off themselves with the shirt. Me not think me get that same feeling there anymore. You understand me? So maybe that's why. All right, but yes, before it happened before. You know, Linval Dixon went to 1998 injured as well. RR said. All right, I forgot that one, but they asked me
Yeah,
specifically about England because through we saying that we would have brought Blake even if he's a certain amount of percentage. They are saying that we should just left a man in front of him injured. And I'm saying if we know when he's gonna recover, or I am
yeah.
bringing him.
I'm not leaving my captain.
You're using England as no signals.
But I just
We're
quoted
talking about what
Brazil.
happened in England. So you want to say that like he said, he's questioning why we are bringing in injured players, and I'm saying it happened over and over. If it's some of your best players, and you know that they're going to recover, if it's one day in, yes, but yeah, Nielsen, Golson, yes, he's having some struggles. I think this is fourth or fifth injury in around 3 months or so. Yeah. Tennessee, Travis says, Andre Blake must play in Jamaica squad, injured or not. Imaxit. We are just
I
recent.
am not saying that. There's a degree to the injury that you can carry him. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, yes. If him pop out him grind, he's not going anywhere. Big boss.
Yeah.
He's not going nowhere if he pops out his grind. That is madness. But if we know that he can recover, and we are going to bring him, we are going to always prioritize bringing him in.
Yes. We're going to carry with
Thank you,
captain.
thank you, thank you. Oh, Brian Burke says they did it to Kyle Walker recently. Yes, that is true. That is true. Brian Burke.
Yes.
So Brian Burke reel of some recent receipts. So it's still happening, but depending on how important you are. If someone closely good as you, you're not coming nowhere. But if you are the only one, because remember it's either him or Trent, and Trent, I'm very sorry. But defending and Trent is not the two same thing. I know I'm gonna see Adobe King Adobe turn up in the chat now. Defending and Trent is not the same thing. So they had to get it right back. And then you have my
Well,
boy that can defend, but he can't go forward. So Kyle Walker did give you the more full package. So you needed Kyle Walker to return.
Jenny, these are the same people, that supported the prolonged use of um, our senior statesman centre back in the Jamaican program. When
Dima. Dima turn up. Yeah, go ahead, Pastor Dima. I know
so
Dima turn up.
and I am one that evaluated Mariapa as a better centre back defender than Damian Lowe. I said that, but there came a point when Mariapa was not necessary to carry, but they made excuses to carry him for leadership role and cohesion and
Mm-hmm.
all of these things, to bridging the divide between the local born and the English based players, which was needed because of the situation in the Jamaican team. However, these same people are now going to say Jamaica cannot afford the luxury of carrying the captain, the number one goalkeeper. How does
No, but
the,
Pastor, look how hypocritical they are. Them have developmental spots, but
the,
yet
the
still my
Jesus have
captain can
mercy.
go in a one and well, he might go take the developmental spot, Nobody
Good.
not develop, He might go
Cut
take
out
the
the development
developmental spot.
spot and carry the injured captain. Get rid of the development
Let me
spot
know.
and carry the injured
Let me
captain. Yes.
let me know if you
Good.
guys agree. For me, he might take the developmental spot. Nobody now develop. He might go in a spot.
We don't develop nobody a Copa
So
and World
say
Cup
facilities,
qualifier.
me I bring
None.
four goalkeepers. Me I bring four goalkeepers just to make him take the spot. I can't disrespect my captain like that, people. So we have
No.
Jason Guna turn up from out of him cry a chamber and says good morning to Mr. Jason Guna as well. Travis Pessoa, good morning as well. Demo, slap him face because I had said specifically about Edube Demo. And and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just because I mentioned Trent, in turn of from nowhere. Oh God. but Demo go back in history. Them never believe him can defend either. So now that's why they will try force. They might try beg Kyle Walker, please fix your foot. God damn. Make a foot. Just make a new foot. Anything. We don't want Trent. Anything except Trent. So Demo can cost all in one, all the articles, and the facts is there. All right. Yes. Three goalkeepers. One big league we are going for. All right. Yes. All right. Injured top players are never out of international squads. Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Yes. So we pick our three goalkeepers, and the show. I already reached 40. Oh, we only can go 3 hours. We have 18 more minutes, as you know. I have my KFC just roll up in. So we have to mash it up, and I have some other work that I have to do. Bro. We're not having Trent conversation anymore. I have already disproved that nonsense. Well, Demo, everybody will play football never want him. All right. So Demo, you prove it already. All right? It's okay. It's okay. Well, it don't change the article about there. Go read it, and then cuss in your sleep. Yo, 5 years, man, the man war about trend, 5 years, every year, I come like it new every single year, 5 years, every day, every time. I call this man name, and him know the truth, but he man want to stubborn. He don't care 50 man see the brother can't defend. He must still go come and cuss. Alright? KFC bucket, look at them, the big man, see me have a big receipt, yes, a big man. Show you how much receipt that, the wrong receipt that. Too bright and pasty. So don't forget receipt for your empty bucket. Let me see how much of it.
You use the collect soda. I bucket you. You use collect soda.
That bright brother about me, you have a zinger ordered, I have a bucket ordered. And this man come and tell me about my thing look empty. Bright and pasty. I try to look for the price to show him. Bright and pasty. So I need to show him a chicken them. So you want to see me chicken them, that's what you try to do. You could have asked. You could have asked for the chicken them. That's a problem. You could have just asked for the chicken, You could have asked for the chicken. Alright? You David, you should have asked for the chicken. Run from a Jamaican KFC that tastes bad. Big deal and don't make me go back in KFC history. Cause I saw a Powell other day setting up. You remember Asafa Paul come here and say anytime him come a Belgium, Belgium and Netherlands him can't pass the KFC. And he might bring it back up, give them faster, cause man say, yeah man, Belgium and Netherlands KFC are the best KFC man. Them say Asafa Paul that sell out. Him sell out
Hello. All right. So
hold on. Determine. So me look like me fat determined. Yes, so me big and thick. Whatever. So what do you think I could do? I play my basketball every day. I exercise every day and I'm determined. See me here. See me. Determined. Don't not play with my big man. I run up and down every day. Keep myself fit. Don't worry yourself. Even for hours a night, I just shoot 3-4 sets and do my exercise and everything. Determined. Don't play with me. All right. Me now just get fat. Just eat KFC and get fat. All right. Yes. Oh my God. The man himself, wife big and thick. Oh my God, I've used the wrong word. Lord God. All right, we'll leave it alone,
Jamaican Guna go come go expel you because you not learn Gonglish.
Me I say, me don't know why me don't even start this conversation and this man just turn up in the chat and then I'm gonna just invent some stuff to tell me say he might do lift up, he might do everything. JD, but the stats not sure what una I test when it comes to trend defending. Okay, Mirac, all right, you know what? Mirac, and I mean, it's not mean or Mirac. It's everybody when I want to use him. So all I'm saying, that's all. Exercise every day and not fit. Remember, I'm not doing certain exercise, So when it's too cold, I'm determined. I don't do everything, I don't do everything. All right. So when it's colder, I go to the gym 1 and 2 times, and then shoot less hoops and do less running at the park. But when it's warmer like now, I will do more. So believe me, next 3 weeks determined I'm gonna be super fit, as in running up and down, not just big and thick, because
You say it again.
iron makeup that happen when you lift the weights. Oh God, when you lift the weights, it will show up on your body easier. All right, that's all I'm saying. Jesus God. All right. So Pastor, they would just be in the rest of the place because these mans are.
All right. So I am going with the centre back grouping now, and because there are players or player considered utility player in the centre back pool, you want to use the latitude of having 5 of them. What you think?
Demon, Jason arrived from nowhere. It makes his morning. No, I'm gonna tell him if a lie. Just say him do it. He might do every exercise from planet Earth. and then him super fit like Captain America. When I am the black Captain Belgium right now. Right? So him gonna start to be iron. Now you see my video I live iron now and peer thing and run around the whole line train. That peer man this is what go on with now. Alright? Diva said he uses stats for everything else. But Trent is I guess. All right. Exercise update from the most honest kid in the world, later people.
Well,
The most honest kid, we say never do nothing.
well,
The most
hold
honest
on.
player, we say never do
Is it
nothing.
that the rebuke of the most honest kid has transformed him? So he's now doing what he said he was doing while he was not doing it?
Yes, when I him inform himself, you know, and the Drake, I him a Drake 3.0, you know, just come out and say, I'm not gonna call him because it will block the stream. I'm
I
a Drake
will
3.0. Come
never
out. Oh, but
forget.
we never tell them to say, at a 14-year-old, but man, say, but nobody ever say nothing about nothing. Jason come out the most honest kid. Somebody did tell I should tell. This brother,
I
you
will
tell us a
never
lie and
forget.
don't remember that reach you. That reach you.
But
When you tell a lie and
But
don't remember,
JD,
that's what reach you.
I have not seen her or heard from her since that, you know. I've not heard from her since that, you know. Him literally bother.
No, Pastor. Pastor, I saw her one time and I'm saying, Julie, you know you want to say Manchester City better, don't? And she almost give me a wink, you know. And she said, oh, no, I got to say Arsenal. She said, I got to say Arsenal.
Are you saying he is overpowering the child even in her own
Jason,
in
leave
her
the
own
picture alone.
choice?
Make the picture talk the truth. Okay, claim to see the picture the truth when she talk the truth. Leave her alone. All right, JD. It will be a 26-man squad for Copa because for yours a 26-man squad. Them using. All right, let me see. For Copa, how much players required for Copa?
That's still not going to give us four goalkeepers. And then if we have four goalkeepers, if they give us four goalkeepers, I will carry Clark. But I don't think 26 players give us four goalkeepers.
If it's 26,
Hmm.
Copa America,
I'm not sure it would give us four
UEFA
goalkeepers.
verified that it has increased from 23 players to 26. And they also said major rules. This 4 days ago they released this, so this is new. 4 days ago, so they released this 4 days ago, so that's new. So they said it's going to be 26 for for um
For Copa.
Copa America to follow next. They have not said the rule change as yet. They said Copa America to follow next. So we don't know if it changed now, but it looks like that could be the case. So how much development spot you're gonna need now? You pass now? A 5,000 development spot that going
JD,
I do not
One
wish
second, let
to
me
have a conversation about any development spot in the senior national team. That is rubbish.
mm-hmm.
That is rubbish worse than Riverton City dub. I am not going to deviate from Mr. Speed's utterance that the JFF will be better this year going forward.
Oh,
There can be.
Travis. It looks like they want to push it in Copa, but in Copa, but they said Copa is next to accept it. But it looks like Euros accept it already. This is what I read the 4th of May. So they said next to follow is Copa America, but they have not said yes. It's sure that this is what will happen. but maybe they will accept it before the time comes to Copa. So we are going to keep that in mind. Respect Travis for that one. Respect for that one. All right. Respect for that one. Um, 26 for euros. Copa America wasn't confirmed as yet. Yes, that's what we're reading. All right. Mr. Man says, this is why people should stop hype whisper. You be the same guys to beat him. Just let him grow. Okay, but Mr. Man, I don't. Why we are war? Why we are war in the chat? I don't. We have not gotten that war. Mr. J said, JD, before your show done, can we get a respectful apology to MG? He made a video you called his comments trash. Um, can you send me that? Send me the article because people keep on saying that I disrespected MG. But the last time I thought that I actually supported him because when the commenter said MG don't like Hutchinson, and I said I don't know if MG likes Hutchinson. I can't say he doesn't like Hutchinson. The only thing I can say, because I went and clicked the video, I would say that maybe he knows what he's doing and he's just doing it for clicks. Because at the start of his video, he said that he knows he's gonna get a lot of beating for the Hutchinson comments. And in that even same video, my Hutchinson comments was not towards military Guna. My Hutchinson comment was the video is there, people. My Hutchinson comment was to Premier 7, because Premier 7 was the one that came in and talked about the drape around, tried to make a story about the drape around the flag. So who can listen to my conversation and talk? Say, no, it was. I said it was Premier 7. I actually said it's Premier 7. I'm going at because he said respectful, and I said no. I commented under his comment. That's why I responded to it. So unless a different thing we're not talk about, yes. Unless a different thing we're not talk about. So me no know unless you can prove it to me. Unless you can prove it to me that I said, unless a different thing I talk about, maybe a different thing, yeah. But I don't need to apologize to nobody, because I don't even know what you're talking about. So unless you can prove it to me, so send the clip of what you're talking about and explain. Let me explain to you then. And if that is the case, then I can apologize if I had said something wrong. But I don't think so. I don't think I had said anything. If because that's the only time I called military name on the Hutchinson thing, and it was a commenter said something, and I responded to the comment trying to tell him, say, I don't think military ate Hutchinson because he has not showed me anything like that. That's what I've said. But if it's for about click and views, I would believe said that's what he did it for, because he knew that he would have gotten a backlash on it because he said it on his program. So unless it's something different, you guys are talking about, JD, leave that MG thing alone. I would suggest you speaking. No. I am not going to speak with him. For what reason? You just send me. If you send me do something wrong, when you send it to me, don't. I'm gonna call me out. If I did something wrong, I'm gonna call me out. And JD saying Rastaman don't. No. It's not about apologies. If I don't see anything wrong, if you can't show me, what should I apologize for? I have balls, I have balls. So
I
why should I apologize for something?
he implicated you and Pastor. He said Pastor call him duds.
Okay,
I would like to
he
hear that.
called
I
me
would like to
duds.
hear that. I would like to see where I said that in reference to him.
Um
Because on the comment,
okay.
that you just referenced with Omar Hutchins, I did not speak on the issue.
Okay, but we don't need to speak on the issue. It's
Yeah,
okay. Sadna, look like a lot of people watch this thing. So JD, I was watching. MG said you never liked him. Sadna, I built an MG channel. So imagine a person build you here and they never like you. That makes sense. I don't. I have said what I think about his statements on certain issues, but that doesn't mean I don't like you. But I don't go around liking man in general. So if I don't like you and you're a man, I have no problem. But I literally gave my subscribers to MG. MG never had any subscribers. I brought him here and tell my subscribers to go and deal with him because I wanted to go international. So maybe he need to take his amnesia out of his head and face reality and tell his fans those things. Don't say I don't like him. All right, because if I don't like what you say, I will talk to what you say. But as I've said, it was Premier 7. I combat in the comment section, and others I saw followed suit as well, about the flag draping thing. And then someone talked about military in my chat, and I wouldn't mention military, if it's not needed, and I won't shy away because people watch all the programs. So if someone tell me something, I'm going to respond to it. All right. Um. Yes. No, I'm just saying that if you say I don't like you, why would I try to make you into something and tell you to do this? That makes no sense. So I can like you but not like your ways. That is two different things. Don't. Or whatever you're doing, and can call you. If you have a friend and you can't call him out, I think you don't have a friend. All right? Yes. But YouTube still nice. Yeah, man. If YouTube, and no problem with YouTube. I'm not even taking this thing serious. This is why the war will never end. Will not end. Why? But I have not said anything here. I'm a straight talker. I just talk here. Who can lick me on my face? I've said what I've just said. So what is the problem? Everything that I've said is facts. Some of you guys just don't know, and I just said it. So you want to ask the next party, and then you will know. So that is, how can someone actually try to help you when they don't like you? That makes no sense. Um, yeah, but I won't check that David Dre because you guys are telling me what people said in it, so I won't check it. I will just I thought when whatever. Just leave it alone, yeah, man. Um, just leave it alone. All right. Yes. Yes, Dre weather. You see, anytime I sleep again and you text me, you see, the one thing me not like, me as Dre weather, me put a difference. You see, anytime you text me again, you better wait until 6 o'clock to text me. You better do some calculation to text me, cause me gonna beat your body, you again. Yeah, but Mr. Dre, I'm not gonna listen to nothing because me tell him, so send me the clip where me disrespect him, and then you can tell me if I apologize if you not go bad me up. Cause only alone me apologize for. So if you think me do something wrong, you send it to me. Only go search back for my video. All right. Uh, JD, you and the pastor shade him a little, but input what? But I don't know. I don't. Just clip it, send it to me, and then I will make sure
Where,
I
where,
add.
where, where, where did I shade him? Where did I shade him?
Pastor. Enough. You're not going.
No,
You're not going to come on
yeah,
the program and war for no reason. We say it done, and we are laughing for them people. Them say me do something, send it to me. Simple as that. If you send it to me, then me come back. I me feel like they retract something. I will do. All right. If me feel like. Yes. Uh, it's a good advertisement for both party. I'm not falling. Me don't need advertisement. Me not do
how,
Jamaican YouTube for money and followers. Me go do our international content for that.
JD,
Um.
JD, do these
Okay.
people
So Big
realize?
Dylan said I replied. Okay. Big Dylan said I replied to Martin Baker. Okay. Well, so the big deal, and yeah, you were on the place, the damn thing I sent to me, no man. So
So
me know
hold
what
on.
I talk about.
Send you something that you typed. So you typed something
No, they
in.
said somebody me replied to. Okay, well,
No, but
who me know?
JD, this is what you said. That you typed a response to Martin Baker.
I typed a response to Martin Baker.
Yeah,
Hold on,
that's what
let
is
me
in the
say,
chat. You,
big
JD,
boss, big boss.
was a
Tomorrow,
Martin Baker
tomorrow,
comment you
the
replied
20,
to.
the 23 or tomorrow it's like done because we done already. We've gone 3 hours. All right,
The-
Dre, no weather sport. Don't ramp with me. um, Jay Saguna said, based on your video, the only people I heard you mention was Premier 7, and I thought Eddie Guna caught some stray as well about the whisper situation. Okay, well, I was only talking to Premier 7 because I mentioned Premier 7. As I said, Martin Baker I don't know. Maybe my name does mention because obviously the numbers maybe hurt people head. That's all. But me never remember them people, man.
But hold on. I don't know that you type in the chat while.
No. Demo, stop lying. Demo, stop playing with me. Me don't know what me do, and I lie. I lie. Me and Premier 7 War, if from the comment, yes.
Jenny, I have
Me
a
and Premier
question.
7
I have a
War from the
question.
comment, yes, and that's it. Me call out Premier 7, and he might be vexed. It's okay. Me cool. I keep me call out because I never believe him. Say him never, when he said all respect, and I thought that he never meant that way. All right, yes. And
A
Premier
question,
7,
Jenny.
let me call out Premier 7. Premier 7, you are the next one to the Premier 7. Stop tag me in a things hours a night. If you're gonna tag me in a things on my platforms, tag me in the days. Because in the night when you tag me, my brother, out of respect, because you say I respect you with, out of respect Premier 7, tag me in the day because any comments coming on the thing that it give out my phone and I cannot sleep. I have to get up early in the morning every day. So Premier 7, tap it. Alright? You can't send me to call you out. Alright? Yes.
Yeah, Jenny. Do you type responses in the chat while you're on a live?
Pastor, I say, Lord, why you don't follow up things, Pastor? I'm going to tell you, we done with
No,
that.
okay. Cause
No,
me
don't
don't
tell me, man,
understand
in
where
your
them go with this
books.
foolishness.
Yeah, don't do the foolishness, Pastor. All right? It, JD responded, "What with if he knows and continue giving trash opinion? I don't know what that makes him. Okay. If that's how we say, oh my God. So if he knows and still give trash opinion, what that makes him? All right, Demo, I know you will have the clip. Demo will send the clip to me. All right, because Demo is a man who love bad me up, you know. So Demo, after 2 years or 3 years, Demo bad me up, you know. Yeah, man. Jamarant to go to prison soon. All right, so people, we have come to the end. All right. Marlon said, I saw it. No, saw it. It's not the video you did. It was a comment Martin Baker made, and you replied. Okay. What the? Okay, let me. Well, somebody saying that damn to me. Some a Martin Baker put me in trouble. Jesus God, Martin. Let me find one. What? Where it is, Marlon? Where it is? That Jamaran shot. I was a low blow. No, I said he soon gone to prison because people start calling his name up with Drake. You know, they say Drake take away a woman, and because of that, him go fix him a Drake. He might try fix Drake. You know. Sad Sadness says, JD, you're a very honest person. That's why people would no man, I think me just things straightforward sometimes. Hello, false advertisement, JD. Okay,
Where's the
go
rest
ahead.
of the squad?
Talk faster.
Yes. Good morning to everyone in the chat. Everybody, there's no need to follow this up. It's not important. No apologies need to be made. Why are we making this a bigger thing than it is?
I don't know. Maybe the fans. I just the people that maybe want to see people live good, but
No, but the thing is, right? If all of us, well, not all of us, but the people that have YouTube channels, right, and they put out opinions. I mean, even he said it in the beginning of the video. I know that I will get backlash from this, so I don't understand why when he get the backlash now, him highlight a certain backlash where him get. It never really makes sense. I don't. Maybe you can explain why he did feel the need to do that.
But JD,
I never really understand why that.
I think that was just to go at me. Maybe they need free advertisement again because maybe them numbers now look like mine or something. I don't know. Maybe because the only time you see them try to go at me when time the numbers now calculate up. You know. That's all I'm saying.
JD.
But me not remember saying nothing. But the man them say them send it to me. Them say them send it to me.
Listen, I way how the video was, right? I saw the video he put out. I watched it, right? And then I said, yo, I could have swore that I watched the video that he's talking about. And I'm like, I don't remember you saying anything like directed at him directly, right? And who you addressed directly, you said the name. So I was confused, and then I saw him bring up the comments. So it wasn't even your video that you had a problem with.
Okay.
So in his commentary, he was saying that there's plenty of times where people send him clips, and he can tell that the shade is directed towards him. So he's assuming things that you have said before refer to him, and I guess this was just the tipping point for some reason. The comment with Martin Baker and you.
Okay, so Martin Baker says MG knows said Omari a real talent. JD, so MG knows him friend them can't make the team. So him friend them can make a Jamaica continue to fail. So I say, well, if he knows and still chat so much trash, I don't know what that make him then. That's what I've said. So yes, people send me a comment right there. Yes, so that's what I've said. But so I would stand behind that.
But JD, hold on.
That was still a conversation. What the people have put on me. That was not
a moment.
That was a conversation what they put to me already. Yeah. So
but hold on.
Pastor, make Jesus speak. Pastor, me not gonna entertain. Me done with this. This no. All right, this don't work my time.
Yeah, we'll hang up shortly. I just was calling because I just wanted to put a perspective outside of it into it. Somebody that obviously watch pretty much most of the people that make content.
Yes.
Just for context and just for to see what people's minds are thinking and everything. And I happened to see this one. I didn't see it when it was posted. Somebody actually sent it to me because obviously of all the YouTube channels, this channel right here is who actually make people know me the most. So I guess they figure I would want to see it or whatever the case is. So I saw it and I saw it and I looked at it and I'm thinking, I mean, it seems to me as if any opportunity or opening to kind of say how he felt about how you speak, he was waiting on, and he saw this as an opportunity. But I feel like he jumped the gun because in the video that he was referring to, you weren't even talking about him. So that's the part that was a bit confusing to me. But at the end of the day, it is not worth anything.
Yeah, man. I actually think that.
I don't think they need to be going back and forth.
Yeah, man. But Jason, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. I say what I said under the video, under the comments to the person. So if people read and interpret what him said, I might respond to that because that don't mean me believe what Martin said. Me just respond to that. So well, if that's the case, if English is important
to me,
Jesus God.
To me, it would be he would have more of a leg to stand on in this whole thing if you had started a conversation in your comments with some comments like that, but you didn't. You were literally replying to someone who posted something. So,
but look at this, Jason. So then why would I say that? And then one day later in the next video, I have said that I don't think Military Guna hates Hutchinson. I think it's just a shock value what he's saying because at the start of his video he said such thing. That makes no logical sense. Because
it's not one day later, it's the same video, JD. It's the same video, you said that. It's not one day later. It's not one day later, it's later in the same stream.
It's in the same video? I don't even know.
Yeah. It's in the same stream, it's not the one day later.
Me just coming fast, me never even care about that, and they said it's in the same video, so
it's the same video. I was on the stream. That's what I'm telling you. It's the same video.
Mr. Dre, if you said my same opinion are trash, Mr. Dre, if you read what I've said and you said that all I said, then you take it as that, and then if you want to get upset, you may get upset. But if you're gonna say me hate you because of that, tell people the whole story about me and you then, and then maybe people will
the part that is the part that is of concern, JD.
Pastor, well, make just finish just so we can close up this.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there have been topics that I remember happening, and you have said, yo, you like how him did talk about it, and so
yes.
I don't see how people would just give a blanket statement like
that's last week.
But it could be true.
Them not go clip it.
That's last week, JD.
It could be true that sometimes it could be true that the majority of things that he might come with you don't agree with, but at the end of the day, that don't mean anything. I don't agree with things you say, but that don't mean
every week. Every week.
It's just exactly. So, that's the whole point of this, opinions.
These guys are not human beings.
Trying to get to solutions, but I don't know. It's
these guys don't live in the real world. All I have to say to this: get real and get in the real world. People can say whatever they want. Every week, people come here and tell me, say me not good. Them diss me up, and many them war it out just the same. So that's about it.
If you want to see a real war, then go to the hip hop beef that's going on when they talk about people this and that. That is war. But if a man don't like your opinion, that is not a war. It's just somebody's opinion.
Yeah, man. Me not nothing to apologize for. I mean, I remove no comment.
Nobody run down this big thing. It's not a big thing. It's a
Yes,
small
this
thing.
is nothing at all. And if you hate me already, you're gonna hate me same way. So if you hate me, just unsubscribe. Me not follow back up people. Me a bad man. Me not afraid of nobody. And that me say, in a chat, I mean, take it back. All right, yeah, man. Simple as that.
All right. Well,
yeah.
JD a bad man, and me are the baddest man.
So all right. So you want to win all badness argument. Me say me not take it back. Me not say nothing in that and whatever. Yeah. So
bless up yourself.
Yeah, man. All right. So that's Jason. Yeah, man. So whatever.
JD. JD. The apology need to come from MG because MG publicly said I call him a dunce.
Pastor, leave it alone. Done.
Okay.
Done, Pastor. Don't come on the platform and worry nobody. Let me say me I say, but done. Yes. Man, I thought what Cockburn pen badness him come from. All right. Okay. Only a place I go and bad in a big deal and. Why Bonner? Yeah, but Travis, we know the problem, so that means people can criticize your opinion, don't. But it was not me criticizing anybody's opinion. Someone asked me a question, I say something, I'm gonna respond. So me talk good about you, and then if me talk something where you don't feel good, yeah, whatever. Too sensitive, man. You know? There is no Craig, there is no strife of nothing. I've said what I've said. You see me the happiest person. See a big bad KFC me have your son. All right. We don't have no problem. That is us. I never know somebody say something to me because if you had listened to the damn video, I was giving you credit in the video. So that tells you that me not think nothing about you, bro. The brother just sit down here, man. Yeah, but me not brother, me not have time for them something, man. Me not have time for them something. So me I say I'm done. So anyways, we are going to do Demo. You say what you want to say, Demo, because you cannot, you breed it, and if that you come to, me I go burn you out, Demo. Me I go call you and burn you out. All right? Yes, me I go call you and burn you out if that you say. All right? Yes. So tomorrow, what we have tomorrow is the 23. So Pastor, get the 23 ready.
You will headline the other 11, the other 10 positions for tomorrow's program. Since we dealt with the goalkeepers already.
Oh God. And what you, Demo? Me I go call you and worry the Demo. Since because you're in your feelings through me talk about your player, you know. So people, me I go eat my food. Clearly, Demo go worry me. So me I go run, and then tomorrow I will return back. All right. Yes, I will return back. All right. Yeah, man. So this was a fantastic show. Fantastic. I'm gonna try to spoil it for the 5 minutes, but fantastic show indeed. All right. Yeah, man. So Pastor, thanks yet again. And we will see tomorrow. You gonna block me? You can't block me. I would have boy Diva go away. Me never about calling. All right. Me never about calling. Demo, not you can don't send me no more Demo. Stop sending me things then. Me not answer no more. Me gonna block you. Cause that me make you know. So block for block. So you block me and me block you. Pastor, Demo, you block me and me I block you. Me just want to respond to that text and say block me, I'ma block you back. All right, everybody I get blocked. All right, so people, take care. See you in the next one. Bye bye.